Oh boy, I forgot to test that. Quick, speak everybody. Do you have voices?
Spike.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. We're all on the same gosh dang darn dib dabbity dipped up damn
we're
page.
all,
Thank God.
we're all on the same planet.
We're
Damn this
on
page.
the same planet indeed. We're on the same planet. We're on the same solar system. We're in the same galaxy and world. I've got everything about as aligned as I could possibly imagine. Uh, and I hope that you all are excited for whatever the hell is going to happen. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary.
Hi,
Sorry, I saw a
my name is Sean.
mysterious
Also, can't
red light
believe you're
behind me.
interrupting me when I'm ruining everything.
You're interrupting me. I saw a mysterious red light right here, so that's a good sign. Everybody introduce yourselves.
I'm just see him.
Hi, I'm Sean, also
And
known as the Talking Skull. He, him. I'm playing Kolya in the session today.
And
oh yeah, I'm playing Fred.
welcome back to Mothership, everyone. I almost said Wild Sea. Fuck. Sean, do you know you're playing
Hello.
tonight? Sean, do you know you're GMing tonight?
Yo, let's get in there.
I'm
But
so
no.
ready.
Welcome back
Somebody
to
call up Brenly.
Yeah, it's last minute surprise. Welcome back to Mothership, everyone. This is our science fiction game, science fiction space game. Where is everyone describe your guys' characters and what they were last doing? What were you last up to?
Strapped
So,
explosives to a monster and ran very fast and hard the other direction. And
that
then,
is true.
as it was giving chase, I was hoping to get behind an airlocked area with closed doors, but I realized it's probably faster than us. So I pushed the button and hoped for the best.
Uh, it went great. Just body go boom. Uh, I made us throw all the body parts out of an airlock, except for the head, which I'm keeping in a jar. In my lab. I also touched an alien artifact against my own advice and had a bad time. Had a psychic vision of alien landscapes.
Now, to be fair, you only had a
Um,
bad time physiologically. However, you had a time within your moment. That's up for you to decide, Sean.
I mean, I think that qualifies as. I think any observer, any neutral observer, would have described that as a bad time.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, just making it up.
Isaac, is it late to make a suggestion for your stream UI?
For my stream UI, what is that?
This was brought up before, and I guess I forgot that it didn't end up actually being done. We should get Jackson and I's character names as
Oh,
well as our.
yes. As well as your human names, as well as your person names.
Mm-hmm.
Here I have an idea.
Apparently, I'm on a 3-stream watch streak. That doesn't seem possible, given that I haven't watched the stream in like a week.
Wow. Way to oust yourself there, Sean. I thought you were I was like,
know.
wow, you've been watching the stream a lot. I'm impressed.
I meant to be. I actually meant to tune in yesterday, and then I was in hell instead.
Well, I'm sorry
Actually,
that
I don't remember
hell
what happened.
had taken you. Welcome back to hell, I guess.
Thank you.
So yeah, last session, you all had landed successfully and were disembarking on to Tennyson Station. You found that the dock was out of power. You guys were kind of exploring around. found some information, maybe regarding the condition, some of the conditions of Tennyson, or at least the dock. And it seemed that the dock had been abandoned for some reason. There seemed to be some kind of plan going on with the dock. And you did find one, what seemed to be a survivor, who had something happen to him. And you guys blew him up.
Touch the juice.
He touched. He had.
I told everybody not to touch the juice.
So
we did find out that there's fuckery going on with like the undiluted or like distilled version of the juice that is what's seemingly causing the problems here.
Yes, there seems to be something going on with the juice. Yes.
The juice.
The juice. What were you gonna say though? You said and.
My character remembers that. Yeah, like got the doc. Yeah. Yes, that happened, and my character knows it.
Mm-hmm.
My character remembers everything that happened last session because it just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
He's not plagued with the 2-week hiatus that I and my Swiss cheese brain had. I meant to rewatch the stream yesterday and I completely fucking forgot. That's
he thinks about everything, Lisa.
Uh-huh. Just do what I do, Sean. You just gotta put it on in the background while you do something else. It's practically, guys, it's a podcast. You don't gotta even watch this part. Our faces are just here because it'd probably be weirder if our faces weren't here.
Do not perceive
Truly,
me.
it's only because I insist that it's necessary, even though probably no one wants it less than me.
Exactly. None of us want our faces up here.
Yeah.
Unless you want your face here, Jackson. We know how vain you are.
I specifically am interested in voice acting as a career.
I see you've covered yourself more than usual. You have a hoodie on everything.
Yeah. Jackson's like, I've got a face for radio, boys. I don't want this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bad idea.
You look in fiction, though.
I'm actually pretty okay with
wait,
this.
how am I in fiction? What part of the fiction am I? Are you talking about Jackson?
No, I'm talking about you. You just look like you're being enveloped in some kind of alien mass.
Yeah, it's a mixture of something's taking over you and maybe some Kingdom Hearts character. I can't tell.
Oh shit, that is true. You do look exactly like every Kingdom Hearts villain.
Oh no! Oh god, is this my nobody? Is this what my nobody looks like?
It is.
That's Nozark.
That's Nozark.
Holy shit! Fuck. Oh my god.
Happy National Pickle Day, everybody.
Do I need to go and run downstairs and find a pickle? Because I'm sure I could find one. Do I need to eat a pickle?
Do I need to go run to the store and get a pickle?
I do have a jar of pickles.
Sean, you don't have like a 5-year-old jar of pickles? Everybody has like a 5-year-old jar of pickles inside of
haven't seen my fridge. Ari and Lauren worry about me when literally, this is a real comment that Lauren made. I think it was Lauren. Upon opening my fridge one day when they were over, she was like, "Are you?" And this was a long time. I was not. She was not correct at this time. She opened my fridge and she was like, "Are you moving? Why is there no food in here?"
Well, welcome.
You need exactly what you need and nothing more, and I respect that a lot. There's like a whole statistic about how we throw away 12% of our food. That's 12% more than I want to throw away.
Exactly, man.
Wait, 12? That's so much food, though.
It's
I don't think it's 12.
It's true no, it's true in our household.
It's true.
Because,
I mean, a lot of it is like restaurants and stuff, right?
Well, no, even like at home. Like think about like cereal that's been sitting in your pantry for 6 months, or peanut butter you might not be eating, or et cetera, et cetera. Like it's
peanut butter. I'm not eating.
Peanut butter on that. What the dog
I
doing?
get what you're saying, though. I've been inside middle class homes before. I understand.
Yeah. That is the one thing that I wish we hadn't picked up. I was like, that won't be us. I've known what it's like. And then I literally threw out like most of my top shelf of my pantry like within this past week because I realized that most of the top shelf of our pantry was expired.
It happens. It happens.
It was redeemed. What the dog doing? The dog is here.
Oh,
The dog is licking.
The dog is melting. The dog wants freedom.
dog wants freedom.
Oh, my dog. Hold on. Let's see if I can. That shape.
Is that what the dog
Pointing
doing?
in reverse is hard. This is the dog.
Oh,
The dog is in there.
The dog
did
is
not
in
realize
there.
that.
Okay, I see.
That does catch me off guard. I was not expecting dog in there.
The dog is also here.
That is dog tent.
I left the dog on the floor.
You got the dog in there.
Stay with me, sire. What is happening? We have a fucking game to get to.
I pretend as like this is we have a good stream going.
Who needs a game? We can just talk about this.
We're just vibing, man.
Oh, we got that dog. We got that dog too.
We
Y'all
got
listen to
that
Base
dog?
Hunter?
No,
Base
I actually
Hunter.
didn't. You posted it. I didn't even.
I didn't post
even
Base
believe it.
Hunter. Get out of here.
Yeah, it must down a life. Come on.
This guy doesn't know.
I was busy doing this. Doing this. You. Also, hi Silos, and hi. I saw Savannah's hand, and also hi Savannah.
And
Welcome.
This boy over here, he's never even heard. Oh gosh, what was my brain just farted. The very old blood sugar or something like that. The focus drum and bass or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, man,
Look, I'm going to put
like,
on Rocksteady later, and you're going to remember what it was to live in 2010.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was a thing, wasn't it? I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
What, 2010?
yeah, I forgot that was the year that happened. I don't remember what happened in 2010. I don't remember a lot of things between. Well, for a long time, honestly. Even college is starting to get a little hazy for me these days. Fuck. I remember more of college than I do
went
high
to
school.
college.
Yeah.
Where are you? I'm to your right on my screen.
Yeah, I'm pointing right. Okay, well, it's flipped. It's double flipped. You've got to understand it's double flipped. Because it's flipped one way in Discord and then the other way on stream. So I'm pointing different directions in every version of reality. I'm pointing 3 different directions right now.
Well,
anyways,
you are the USB.
Why we got USB-C now? You don't have that problem anymore. Just get a thumb on both sides of your hand.
I feel
USB-D is just going to be a sphere.
Literally,
that's just a plug.
It's a sphere. You literally drop like a charging ball into your phone. It's like a little tiny like marble you drop into your phone and it charges your phone.
The future. Why isn't that in this setting, Isaac?
That can be. It is now. You've done it, asshole. This is the power that you have. I keep saying this. Is like if you want to see something in the setting, you can't. This is now in the setting. Dick. Richard.
I'm sorry. My bit is done. I'm sorry.
Everybody got their bits out. Everybody got their yokes and their jokes out. Y'all ready?
So those are kind of where our like energy levels and where where we're at.
Well,
so yeah, my character just lies on the floor and waits for the next thing to happen.
Let's roll some bones. Do they really?
No, no. Well, we are on the ship, so that is
I was
actually
gonna say,
pretty
I
powerful.
forget if the plan was the plan that we rest.
Okay,
It might
so
actually be to maybe rest for a couple hours.
okay. I mean, right now, the last thing that happened when you guys came back is that the members of the Rosebud crew of Billy and I can't memorize names even in my own setting. There's a problem I have.
Joel, Eilish.
These are not helpful. Lydia, Maison, and uh, Bill had went back to the Nelly to start prepping. And I kind of interpret that as that they're essentially making like a basal prep of things like provisions and stuff. So they've like been so mainly actually Bill and Lydia have been doing this. They've been like collecting water and food and like collecting it in some kind of way that they could move and transport it around together, like on a sled or something. I was actually going to see if any of you guys were going to help with that, if you had any ideas on what would work for that.
Hmm.
Because
For
ideally,
towing.
yeah, just to like have a collection of stuffs, so that way I can just say you don't have to mechanically track your fucking food and water. You'll just have a reserve of it, and if something happens to the reserve, that'll just be bad for you.
That's fair. Yeah, if someone's suggesting getting food and water, and I'm within earshot, I'll be like, yeah, it's actually probably a really good idea. We should probably do that.
I kind
Is
of
there like a
imagine.
gurney that we could put a box on?
Actually, you might hold on. You might have a stretcher. That would be very
That would be
silly.
something that rolls.
Uh,
Does somebody have is somebody's bag that they're using a one of those rolling luggage suitcases?
let me see. Funnily enough. Ah, fuck. I thought they had that. Never mind.
The other thing we could do, we're in like the loading dock. There might be like dollies or something in this area if we search it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'll say like if you go out, so you like go out into the kind of like open hangar area. Who does that? Who does that?
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, Kolya, you
Wait.
kind of go out.
Wait. No, I'm sorry. If people are doing this, Kolya has other things to do.
This is true.
I'll go. I'll be part of the food and water crew if we're trying
Okay.
to get some food and water because
Yeah, if you,
that stuff helps you live.
I'll say if you go out into the main dock floor, you'll see some like abandoned some abandoned like cargo lifting supplies. You find I'm gonna say you find one of those like it's just a jack. It's one of the fucking forklift jacks. One of those guys that you do this and it picks something up, you know, and
Oh
then it's got
yeah.
like an arm and it I can't I think it's just called a jack, right? It's just called a pallet jack. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is outside of. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I'll say that you
Just a
can like
pallet
find
jack.
you can find like a pallet jack. While you're looking around, you also do find you do see like an abandoned like power loader, like a like kind of like a mech suit, um,
Like the one from Aliens.
like the
We're
one from
following.
Aliens. If you got close enough to inspect it though, like it doesn't actually have any power hooked up to it. Like it would its power source would be like what it would use for fuel. I'm gonna say like they're probably electrical because you wouldn't want fumes building up inside of a space station. Um, uh, the battery is missing. The battery is missing for it. It doesn't have a battery, so it has no power supply.
Sure. That tracks. They probably used it to try to power a generator or something.
So, but you find like just a manual pallet jack, and you bring that back. And when you bring it back in, I like to imagine that like when they're like prepping food, like or when they're like collecting food and stuff, uh, like there's like plenty of like non-perishable food that's like getting like prepped for the next that Bill and Lydia are collecting, but Lydia's also like just cooking some of the food from the fridge. She's cooking one of the chicken. She's cooking. Here's a question, Sean. Did you ever put that chicken leg back?
Oh god. I definitely wouldn't have put it back in the fridge.
Okay.
I
don't think
definitely
she'd
would not
cooking
consider
then.
it safe to eat. With
Yeah,
the
I
number
don't
of
think
times I've said don't touch the juice, I would not have put this chicken leg in the fridge with the rest of the food.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get-
It's like put
you
your
got a
game
sample.
past the haunted chicken.
Do not be
but
tempted by the ghost chicken.
I'll say you come back in though, and you do see her like cooking because like there's like probably several chicken legs or something. You see her cooking like a chicken leg, and Bill sees you come back in with the pallet jack, Fred, and goes, "Well, that'll come in handy. I'm glad you found that, Mr. Resourceful."
Yeah, just searching around. What you got in mind for this? Anything specific?
I mean, anything that'll help lighten the load. I can't carry all this shit. Can you?
My back's not what it used to be.
Well, old timer, that's what you got me for. And he like wraps an arm around your head. It's in just to clarify. So is Fred like particularly like strong or fit, or is he just like or built, or is he just fit?
I would say he's just fit. Like, think of God. I don't wish to soil his name because I cherish him so, but think of like Milo Thatch from Atlantis. But then just like put him in the mines for a year. Like, just like make him do some like pretty hard labor.
So what you're saying is I got close.
You got
Made
pretty
him
close, actually.
Thank you. Because
Yeah.
like you, the way you described him, I was like, I did imagine somebody a little bit more built. So
Yeah.
I guess maybe. So would you say probably? Because I don't. He does look. You also mentioned that he wasn't very tall. So I don't. This does not look like a particularly tall fellow.
Yeah.
I made a
He's bit of
dwarf
a
for
short-
you.
Yeah, he's a bit of a short king.
Mm-hmm. The Tolkien dwarf, by the way, of course.
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah, no, I
The
was
tall,
tracking
short
him.
man. um, but yeah, yeah, you can. They've like been doing that, and you guys can like, get like you can easily find like a spare bag or something, to like a big like duffel bag that like a big industrial duffel bag that can like fit all of the provisions and everything, and you can like secure it to this pallet jack, no problem.
Perfect. I look over to Bill and I'm like, Bill, hey, you're older than me, aren't you? I mean, I walk around like an old man, but aren't you actually? Like, I look over Bill's like, seriously, how old are you actually?
What do you mean? I'm 32 years young.
Oh, shit. Okay, you are actually younger than me. The years are flying by.
Yeah, you could be like my dad.
I'm in my 30s too. What the hell are you talking about?
um uh
I got
so
some gray in my hair, and I feel like I pop a little bit more than I used to, but god damn, I ain't a grandpa yet.
Lydia just chuckles in the background. Um, yeah, I'd say like you guys spend like the next 30 to 40 minutes prepping about like a week's worth of food and water. Yeah. Uh, Colia, it sounded like you had something specific in mind that you were doing.
I did. I mean, I think you know. I think we all know.
I have ideas.
So my first priority is containment because I'm worried about like we still don't really understand how this stuff works. Oh no. Wait. One moment.
Oh boy. What has happened? We've lost him. He's dead.
May, may I submit to the class something um quite entertaining? Because if you said
Yeah.
the first thing is securing, it reminds me that I drive by a place literally
Oh
called
my god.
what's up?
Sorry, I my headphones disconnected for reasons, and then I reconnected for some reason. They were turned up really loud.
Oh,
I'm back.
gotcha. Uh, but while you were going through that, I realized today that on the way to work, I drive by a place called SCP Health.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's
No,
Yeah,
no,
scary.
no.
That's
yeah.
scary.
Look at their logo and everything. Like I posted it in chat. This is like their logo. Like
That's insane. They
That's
look like
yeah,
they work for the Foundation.
yeah, they really do.
That's
Okay.
absurd.
So my first priority is containment because we don't necessarily know what this stuff can do 100%, and I'm a little concerned of like I don't want to be responsible for an incident. So my first priority is to see if I can get this thing in like a jar or something, like something I can observe it in, but that it won't necessarily be um it won't have free movement if it can move.
Sure. I would say like you have like several different so like you have several different sizes and shapes of like specimen containers in this in your laboratory on the Nelly. You could find one that's like roughly I like to imagine that probably like almost a cylinder, like almost like a reinforced plexiglass cylinder that has like a top that can like either screw or lock in place pretty securely. Um, that you can find like a several like different sizes of one, and you can find one that's a little bit larger than a human head.
Perfect.
Um,
Um,
yeah, you and when you go to put it in, I'm gonna say if you spent some time going to like also like collect the because you said also to throw the other body parts out of the airlock. I'm gonna say like
yes.
you did that like on the way back to the Nelly and then got here. It's been about an hour since that event. Um, you are are already noticing like it's not recovered per se, but definitely like you pull it out of your bag and you're getting ready to put it into this like container, and like one of the eyes kind of lolls around for a second, but not
Okay.
like it looks like delirious, like it's not. And
It doesn't seem to be responding to anything or like looking at anything.
no, uh like when you grab it, like some of the jaws like noticeably relax, and it seems to be at least responding to touch, but it doesn't seem to. It seems to be doing something
This is a
else.
person's head for the audience's benefit
Yes,
here, but I don't think
that
we've actually reestablished that this session. This is the head of a affected victim that I have collected.
yes.
Um,
And
so yeah, go ahead.
all I was gonna say is the this is the head of the person that had transformed last session. Um, their head has been, the jaw has like split open and apart. There's visible bone now protruding out of the jaw, like it's like the skin has like been peeled off from the jaw, and like the muscle tissue is like kind of be is poking through at the base of the jaw now, at the back of the jaw. And the jaws themselves have developed some kind of like large teeth. Uh, and um, the mouth has been kind of turned into more of a maw rather than just a human jaw. Um, uh, and as since you have collected it and put it in the specimen container, you're noticing that it definitely is not dead. Like it's showing signs of activity of some kind. There is, it's like very slack in a lot of ways, but the muscles are still like kind of pulsating and contracting a little bit. It seems like it's recovered since when you first picked it up, when it seemed to be completely inert. As I said, like one of the eyes kind of like rolled around, and when you kind of set it in the jar and like set it down for a minute, you're noticing that like it almost is doing like a really slow gasping motion.
Okay. If I like wave at it, does it respond at all?
I'm gonna say the eyes try to track the motion. They seem to be slowed, but they do try to track the motion of your hand.
Okay. I write down on a piece of paper, or like on a PDA or something, uh, blink twice if you understand me, and I show it.
It kind of widens the like the jaws widen, and it like gurgles, and the eyes kind of lull around. They do focus on what you've put in front of it, and then just lull around more. And I'm gonna say you've noticed at this point, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's blinked at all. Like even just to blink.
Does it this is a silly question. Does it appear to still have eyelids?
Yeah, I'll say it looks like it has eyelids still, but it doesn't seem to be using them.
Okay. Well, that tells me most of what I wanted to know for now. I'm gonna make sure this thing is firmly secured. Is there a way that I could set up like a sensor, like a something that would alert me if like the container breaks or something?
Let me see. I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm also gonna say like you can find a way to like affix it into like a specimen holder as well, like just like an apparatus that will hold it, so that way, like even if it started moving or something, it couldn't easily knock itself out. Like it's like secured into like on the side of like a table or something, so it couldn't just like
Yeah,
knock it over and
yeah. I
knock
just
itself
like
out.
don't know, you know. I don't
Mhm.
know how strong these things necessarily get or like what to expect from it. So just like an abundance of caution, if
Mhm.
possible. If not, then fuck caution. But if the option is there, I may as well. Um, I was just thinking like if there's any kind of like ring doorbell kind of situation or something where I could just like have some kind of alert show up on my PDA if there's, you know, movement in a certain area or if like a certain line gets crossed or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could just say like, let's be convenient here. Yeah, I'd say like you could have like a specimen. We if you can like hook it up to this apparatus, the apparatus can have some way to notify you if like it,
Containment breach.
yeah, if it's been broken. Let's just be convenient. Let's just be convenient about it, because otherwise I'm like, I have no concrete answer to tell you other than yeah, you could do that. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah, I'll say you can like hook it up to kind of like a secure apparatus to make sure that like it can't easily fall over anything, and the apparatus has like tilt sensors or something on it to let you know if it like is being jostled or being tampered with. So but otherwise it slots in and like kind of like screws down on it, so that way it can't move easily. And then the container itself feels like it's at least made out of something durable. It's like a reinforced plexiglass of some kind.
Yeah.
It's graded to be
Okay.
bulletproof. Says it on the
I
tin.
I leave it there for now. My work here is done for the moment.
Okay. Um, the last observation I would say that you see is that like um it's the tongue of Nozark is like kind of just like lolling out now. It just seems to be almost like in a sedated state. Um uh and it seems to like be you're noticing a lot of like tissue around the base of where the neck would be and stuff. Like seems to be where the most activity is. Like it's almost like pulsating or um moving.
Gotcha. I have my next thing I want to do if unless Jackson or you had a
I don't have a thing right now. Um, I really did like the idea of the food and water. I might ask around about what do we think for fuel, but I suspect that that wouldn't just be in the neighborhood. Something tells me that fuel is probably somewhere, probably in another castle.
I mean, if you want to ask that, you would know to ask Joanna that, because she mentioned that the ship needed to be refueled. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a small scene to go ahead and head over to Joanne and be like, first I'll be like, hey, how you holding up?
I'm doing all right. She is currently disassembling a she's like you find her um where would this be? Where would this be? I'm just gonna say you find her in her like she has like a captain's quarters, and she's like seated at a desk, and she's like, you see a one of the fire extinguishers that she's like kind of taken apart, and a couple of other parts, and she's like kind of tinkering with things in her hand, and she says, "Doing the best I can given the situation." What's up, Fred?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of about that. When I get off this rock at some point, I say rock, it's not really rock, but
Hmm.
the point is, what do you think some of our options are for fuel?
Well, unless it's really that bad of a situation, the good news is fuel actually shouldn't be a problem itself.
Yeah.
I mean, all the docks are set up that fueling happens here. I don't see any reason to
Really?
believe that we can't get access to fuel, except, and that is bring up the problem of power.
Yeah, Doc doesn't have power, yeah.
We'll need something to power the fuel pumps.
Elbow grease ain't gonna do it because that stuff's too big, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. You're right. Uh, well, what are we thinking for power? I haven't taken a look at the circuitry yet. I mean, I guess that's the whole. I guess that's where I come in, actually. And let me go check that out.
Well, I was gonna say, we'll need to make a trip over to maintenance, and that's deep inside of there, and I was thinking that's where I'd want to head next, is to see what maintenance is looking like, to see if we can get the power generator back on. And once we get the power generator back on, we at least can go have a little bit more access to things around here, I think. Definitely the shutters.
Yeah.
The shutters that are blocking the elevator, those should hopefully go up. Those are partly due to the power outage, so.
Nah, yeah. Yeah. All right. I think once we get the power back on, I want to drop back here and maybe I'm being paranoid, but I want to be ready to take off. If we gotta take off, I want to be ready to take off.
Fair enough. In fact, actually, when was the last time you did a systems check?
Uh, I don't remember at this point. So it's been actually, I think it was before we landed.
Hmm.
Probably too, because I don't know what we fucked up. Honestly, like I know I didn't make it a perfect landing, and that's yeah. Let me go do that.
I'd
Should
appreciate
probably
that, Fred. She sets down what looks like some kind of like big spark plug, and reaches out a hand to you.
I I shake her hand and I say, "Wait, unless she was like, look, you mean like reach out a hand, just like was
No,
she
no, no.
looking
She
for
she
some
she
help?"
like she does like one of
Okay,
these. One of these. She gives you the C.
okay,
Friendship.
okay, cool, yeah. I
We
do
know
the
you're not doing
friendship.
this. We know
Yeah,
you're the
yeah,
weeb on this ship.
yeah. Um, he says, "Yeah, might also. I mean, Bill's hurt. Might also
Case
take
in
this
point,
chance."
I want to reiterate this: Bill is not hurt. There's been
Oh,
no sign that Bill was grabbed, but he actually never got injured.
I forget. I keep on forgetting that.
You're
Yeah.
good. Everyone is very concerned that Bill's hurt. I want to be clear on that. Bill is not hurt actually. Bill
We
was
all
just
love
really
Bill,
scared.
okay?
Bill's 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel.
One
Bill's
foot
not
grabbed
hurt,
by a
I'll hurt
giant
him.
monster.
I was writing Bill's will about a couple minutes ago.
You were writing me into Bill's will a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
right.
I think
I wanted Bill's 6 shoes.
If I don't think I've ever pointed this out, I should actually point out this is just dumb for me if I can remember. He has like a patch. I'm gonna say did I give him? I don't know if I gave him a rank or not. Give me 1 second. And I'm just doing this because I would find it amusing.
Pretty sure
I
his
would.
rank was Padawan.
Uh-oh. Did I delete Bill? Oh no.
Oh no, Bill!
Bill, did I delete you on accident? No! I deleted all of Bill's
Bill, we
stats.
loved you.
Oh no, here he is. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't give him a
Oh,
rank.
thank God. Bill wasn't hurt after all.
Bill's fine. Bill is fine. You send me Bill is fine.
Yeah.
His badge says Officer Williamson.
Nice. His name is William Williamson?
I was about to say. I mean,
I'm glad you immediately picked up on that. Anyways. Sorry, you can't escape John, Sean.
There are two of us in this stream that could ruin our children in similar ways if we really decided we wanted to, so...
Yeah.
Jack Jackson? Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck.
no, I don't think Jackson is Jackson's last name, actually, as weird as that may be.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
You picked
Jackson.
the one wrong answer. You forgot your own name before you remembered Jackson's name.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jackson was the only wrong pick. I fucked that up. Oh, I'm sorry, Edward, son of Sean.
Let's move on.
Anyways, fuck. God. Yeah. Go ahead and it's been a while. Go ahead and give me a I'm gonna say give me a systems check with any skills that you think would help for the Starbus.
As an aside,
Yeah.
you said Edward. Edward is my father's name. Still the wrong answer.
Fuck.
And that's not even a joke. That's actually his name.
Amazing.
Oh man! All right, systems check. Let's go.
Ed, Ed and
And
Eddie must have been a very different show for you.
Right?
I'd say like piloting or something could help.
It's nothing's gonna help this one.
Oh no!
You ready for this?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a 97.
Woo! Oh my!
Well,
Did I just find more explosives and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to check shit.
boy. Okay. I think everyone does take a point of stress. Because you'll have to explain this to everybody.
I won't.
Let me see. And I'm gonna be mean because it was this. I feel like I should be mean if it was an actual crit. No, this technically is not a crit. This is technically not a crit, so I won't be that mean. Roll me another D100. I was gonna make you roll that D100 with advantage, which would have meant disadvantage. Would have meant taking the higher of the two. But go ahead and roll another D100.
Man, I just realized I had pulled up an old version of my character sheet, and I was like, how did I wind up back at 2 stress? That's exciting to Neo.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I just had the wrong sheet open.
Wow.
Related to that, I forgot. Is it? Am I misremembering? Is it the beginning of session, end of session, or neither, where we reduce stress by one?
Uh,
Or am I just making?
uh,
Is that not a
End of
thing?
session, reduce stress by one per any goals completed or
Oh, yes,
worked
yes, yes, yes,
towards.
yes, yes. I was also slightly conflating it with the willpower, temporary willpower thing from the others, the
You
system
just
of the
want to
other.
Oh,
play
sure.
World of Darkness. I see
I
how it
do,
is.
I do enjoy it much more than I thought I would.
No, you could say you enjoy it much more than Mothership.
Uh, I mean, I do have my like preferences for
He
Uh-huh.
has his
systems.
predilections.
Yeah, like
Sorry, we're playing
if you're
Wild Sea. I don't
gonna,
know what to tell you, Jackson.
yeah. I was rolling another D. I was rolling another 2D10 for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 58.
Oh, and
I'm trying to remember what am I what am I rolling for at this point? I've already lost the context.
interesting. What you find, so you're doing a routine systems check, and structurally the ship is fine. You might find some dents on the outside, like if you're looking around, like you roll a like diagnostic. Um, I'm gonna say, except when you're running the diagnostic, you get an error for a code that you actually have to go look up. Like you have to like pull up a manual or like, what in the hell is this code? And I'm gonna say that when you were landing, if you like do some more like searching, um, I'm gonna say that when you, because if you remember, there was a moment where the ship got buffeted a little bit more, and you guys actually had some tension on the cord. This caused
Yeah.
some electrical feedback on your system, and specifically your navigation ended up having a a having some electrical damage happen to it. Your ship is suffering something called jump bug. The mechanics are 10% chance to jump. A jump takes 2d10 months, not 2d10 days. And I think what I'll translate that to is essentially that your navigation has been damaged, and it is it is hard. It will be difficult. Your like the kind of like navigation timer on it is not working properly, so
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
will expect it is not able to pull up when the next star bus is going to appear, even if yeah, you just don't know when the next star bus is going to appear. The system can't
Holy
query that.
shit. Kolya was right at the very beginning of the game that the navigational system is terrible. Can't
Dang.
believe that.
And this is
Does
considered
Kolia
a major
feel
repair.
gotcha? Does Kolia feel proud of being right or angry at being right?
Oh, definitely angry. 100%. Also, we're in ads.
Yep.
We are in ads. We're in ads now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna add this.
You're gonna add that?
No,
Whoa.
I'm not gonna
Oh
add
my
that.
god.
Uh,
Girl, sure that new Call of Duty is
the new one,
Is
another
it?
one. I wish
supposed to
not.
be really bad.
Oh, who would have
Dude,
thought that it would have been bad?
man.
Uh, I mean, I have not thought of Call of Duty since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I, I just, and I didn't like that
Or a
game.
lot of people got off the wagon.
I mean, it's still popular enough. Like, it still surprises me, and if you're a big enough fan of if some people just can be that much of a franchise head, I can't, and I literally have franchises that I swear a big fan of.
Name one.
Monster Hunter, Metroid, Legend of Zelda, Ace Combat.
That's 3. Wrong.
Fuck.
I'm
Crowhouse.
surprised. I'm surprised it took you to 4 to name Ace Combat. I was thinking Ace Combat was going to be number 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean,
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
listen, Ace Combat's feast or famine for me. We haven't had a new Ace Combat game since the last one, and that was now going on. When did 7 come out? I don't fucking remember.
It's true. Ace Combat doesn't even exist anymore. Isaac just imagined it all.
I like the other AC quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I've already got my 7, so sucks for you.
To be fair.
I was
It's been
kind of
6 years since Ace
Six-
Combat 7.
Man, it feels like a lot more than 6 years since 7 came out. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to say 10 years. It feels like 10 years since that fucking game came out.
No, you're thinking of Ace Combat Infinity. Whatever the fuck that is.
Would you believe that Armored Core 6 is already more than 2 years old?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I
What
did
a
not.
really good game that I was really hyped for that now I'm suddenly like, man, I have not thought about it since I played it that 1 year. Like a whole year of my life was that
Yeah.
game.
Well, I think what really. I think we're out of ads, but I think what really put the damper on it was I enjoyed the story, the single player, but hilariously enough, when they dropped the multiplayer versus, it was like this is just kind of like this is almost good, and it's not. So now I'm sad. I'm like, just let us pick our teams. That's just add that one little extra thing, and you got me forever.
I mean, it's really true. Like, you can have a great time with something, but if the last experience you have with it puts a bad taste in your mouth, it can sour your memory of the whole thing. I'm that way about Hyper Light Drifter. It's an incredible game that I love, except that I hate a very specific aspect of its design that is like the way the game ends up ending, and so that's just the thing I left that game off on, is being frustrated and disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll go back from ads, everyone. Uh, but yeah, I really liked Armored Core 6. I think it's one of the best action games that came out. I highly recommend it for anybody who's wanting a good, just really solid action mech game. I still just want my squad robot game. I just want to play. I just want to play robots with you guys. I want a squadron. They won't do it.
Yep.
Don't know why. They won't.
They're too scared to recreate Chrome Hounds.
True.
It would be too powerful.
It's too
Yeah.
powerful and unpopular. Sega is cowards. That's all I'm saying. I still can't believe that was a Sega game.
Does
can't
Sega
believe it.
even still exist?
Allegedly, they're still making Sonics.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Sega still exists.
Yeah, but they're farming that out to to third parties. So Sega as a publisher exists, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe Sega just needs to make a new console. Steam's doing it.
That's
Okay, I thought-
What if-
I mean, we're yet to find out what the price of the Steam of the GameCube is.
The GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GameCube. That's pretty good. Have people been calling it the GameCube? That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You did catch me off guard with saying that Chrome Hounds is a Sega game. I was like, I thought From Software did that.
From Software
answer
worked
is
on
both-
it, and Sega published
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is both is true.
Yep. Yep. Anyways,
Yep, yep, yep.
so Fred, you find that you have a navigational error, and that whatever internal nav system that like pings and informs when the like bigger Starbus shuttles are in range and where they'll be and like how to do pickup, that's just not working right now, like at all.
That's not good.
And that is considered a major repair.
I'll look at it and be like, I'll worry about this after the fuel.
And I'm gonna say, like, yeah, this is something that is gonna need. It would need a lot of time to repair. So this might actually be something you'll have to find a workaround. You might not be able to repair this in like just like an afternoon.
Yeah. Well, this ain't good. All right. You know what? That nap was sounded pretty good after all. What if we go and go for a little lay down? Get you a little bit of shut eye for an hour. All right. Good night, world. I think I'll just try to pass out in the chair for a little bit.
Colio, you sounded like you had something you were wanting to do.
Oh, do I?
Oh boy.
I'm going around to anybody on the crew who has hair, and I'm asking if anybody has hairspray.
How weird do I want to get with this is the question, because it's like there's only one character we haven't seen yet. You know what? Here, hold on.
Quincy has hairspray.
Quincy don't have hairspray. Well, actually, no. Logically speaking, if we're gonna go by the picture that I drew, the person to most likely have hairspray, you walk up to Bill.
I was just about to say, he's got to have some kind of product in there.
And he just says, "You want what?"
Well, you see, there's a particular response that the juice has to a certain kind of. I just, it'll be easier to demonstrate.
Sure, man. I mean, I appreciate that you noticed the weave. I put a lot of work. You know, nobody ever tells me how nice my hair is, actually. So I appreciate
Did he
that.
weave?
I put a lot of work
Never met
into
a
it.
little-
It's like one of
never
my
met a
two
white man with a weave
passions.
before.
He like fumbles around. He's like, yeah, give me a second. And he like fumbles around in his bag, and he pulls out a like little. I'm gonna say like is like a little container of like travel on hairspray, and he hands it to you.
Excellent.
But
Now,
he's like,
let
now
me.
you're gonna give that back, right?
Most of it. And then I fetch a lighter. I know people smoke on here. We've talked about people smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to do the hairspray lighter thing to make a makeshift flamethrower.
I was gonna say, I think he like sees you grab the lighter if you like come back to be like, I'm gonna demonstrate, and he's gonna be like, okay, yeah, no, you don't have to explain that part. I understand. I was 13 in a alley on station once before too, you know?
Well, 13-year-old you's got some useful experience then for what we're doing. I think these things are afraid of heat, so it might behoove us to have sources of fire.
You know? I didn't think about that. Be fair, I wasn't really thinking in the moment. To which I kind of apologize for. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. I could have shot somebody. He like scratches his chin. Yeah, but
No, I mean, to be fair, you were in the grips of death. You were certainly on the verge of being devoured.
or something. Anyway, okay, yeah. So are
I
you
think
giving
it'll
this
be
to
more
him?
useful than any gun. Um, that wasn't my plan.
Okay, no, that's
Does he
that's
offer
what.
that? Because I'm not going to offer that.
He sees that and just goes, "You know what? I can get more hairspray. It's fine. Might need to borrow it
Your
before we leave, though."
sacrifice for the cause is appreciated.
Yeah, man, and you're putting this, and he waves a hand in front of his face, at risk. That's all I'm saying.
I totally understand. If we meet any, suit. I don't. Are you gay? I don't know if you are. I don't.
What?
If we meet any, attractive
I mean,
somebodies, you
you're not
need to
my
look
type.
good for them.
You're. It's fine. You're sorry, man.
I'm just saying, if you need it back for like an emergency bathroom mirror check,
I mean,
if we meet
I've had
somebody
a
nice,
boyfriend, I've had a girlfriend. I don't know why that's important, but I've had sex once.
Okay, good for you. I appreciate the hairspray. I'll leave you alone now. You have a good rest.
Why did I just canonize that myself?
You know, it's your cross to bear.
I can't wait to make this audio log, guys. It'll be fun. um. Anyways, yeah. Actually, when you say that, though, when you say that, you guys are like in. I'm gonna say like you're in the second deck on the top deck is where a lot of like the Starbus crew stuff is, and he was like finishing up packing, getting ready for provisions, getting ready to go out. Um, you hear something move like across the top of the ship. It doesn't sound like it's in the ceiling or anything. You just hear like across the top.
Okay. Discord ate almost all of that, but I think I get what you're going for.
Yeah, you just hear what sounds like fumbling over the top of the ship.
Bill, you hear this too?
Seems like our new friends are getting impatient. Or curious.
Hey, let's go make sure everybody's inside. And
Yeah.
I'll move over toward the, like, cargo bay or whatever. We don't have a cargo bay, I don't think.
You guys can there's a like a docking collar that everyone can collect at.
So I'm just gonna like, without stepping outside the ship, I'm just gonna go and make sure nobody's out in the like hangar area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It doesn't look like anyone is out there.
Then close that shit up.
And yeah. Kill. Death. Death to them. Thank you. This is my problem. I make too many. I make too many playlists.
Join Fred, everybody. You might want to gather around. We've got some company.
Stir, like I think I just hear that off in the distance, and I like, stir up from my chair. It's never enough sleep. Yeah, I'm coming. Start
Yeah.
moving on over.
So everyone starts collecting. There's a head count. Uh, Quincy and Mason come up. Uh, they were off doing their own thing.
Scandalous.
Joanna comes up. She's carrying what looks like one of it looks like one of the fire extinguishers, but it seems different. And it's Fred. You recognize that whatever she was working with, she's jury rigged it to like the end of the fire extinguisher, and where normally the canisters for the foam are, she's replaced it with just like a canister of kerosene.
Is instead of extinguishing fire, she is now a fire creator.
Uh-huh. And she notices that you're looking at it, and she goes, "What? We're starting campfires. Very useful when you're on Pluto."
I believe that. Oh. So what do you do when you make a fire? Like, how do you extinguish it if you don't have the extinguisher anymore?
Oh, that's why we have two of these.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's
It's not advised on IO to start fires. It consumes too much oxygen.
Only have so much of that. You're right.
It's a precious resource, everything's relative. We have company. There is something crawling on the ship, I think.
I heard that too.
Oh my god.
I would say we're going to head to maintenance. And I think what would work best is we're going to head to maintenance and get the power on. As soon as the power is on, we can figure out where to go next after there. And Bill kind of shoulders his gun and he says, "Yep, sounds good to me." Joanna does pause and say, "I don't know if we need everyone going. We don't know what's out there, and I don't want to put anyone in danger who doesn't want to go out." So,
I mean, the only other place we are going to go was to go to the elevator to the east, correct?
Something like that.
yeah, we don't have elevator access at the moment. The only way that I can think of to get elevator access is to be going to maintenance first.
Then I think we have our destination.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Then I'll say, and she kind of like swallows. Who's gonna join us for the power station?
Power
Lydia's.
station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you go. Lydia just.
Fine.
Now you go. Say it.
No, you're giving me. Okay.
I will hurt.
I say, well, And I kept on saying I was going to try to repair the power, and I guess I might as well actually get to it. So I'll head over to the power station, see what I can do. Night.
I'll be going too, says Joanne. Lydia does say, I'll stay with the ship just in case.
For the best,
And,
somebody has to look after Bill.
and mate. Bill says,
Bill
hey,
is
what does
gonna
that mean? You counting me
You're
out?
No,
clear.
and like keep her company. Everybody needs a little bit of emotional support for each other in this moment.
Hey now, mister. I'm getting ready to march back on there. I'm ready to get some payback for what happened earlier. And he shoulders his gun. There's more of those things. I'm gonna fucking deal with it.
Yeah, you are. Because there might be one on our ship, so you could stick
Should
around
we
here.
do something about that first?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't love the idea of letting them just run wild all over the ship if they could cause some further damage than we've already gotten. It's
Hey, where's Redbud at? Or Rosebud or whatever.
Oh, Mason's there.
The
He's standing with you guys.
I look at him. I say, I remember you guys making a hell of a promise. Still thinking about making good on that one.
He clicks his tongue and says, "Now, uh, what do you have in mind?" He's
Nothing. That's why I'm looking at you.
okay. The only thing I could think that I could do right now. You guys are wanting to deal with what's out there.
Oh, I can go out, but can you deal with what's in here?
Um, Point of order. The sound did not sound like it was inside the ship. It would just seem like something had climbed onto the hull.
yeah, we would have to go out and look for it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He just says, I mean, I myself can't do anything at this moment. Ironically, and he looks over at Bill. Bill would be your man for this. You are the
I
doctor.
guess that. I heard the doc. All right. God damn it, Doc. Weren't you the one to tell us to go ahead and land and you were going to take care of it with your crew? Ah.
Listen, you don't have to deal with it if you don't want to. I will figure out something.
Nah, I'm trying to
also-
pass the buck and I'm trying to pass the buck and I keep on trying to pass it, but honestly, I gotta get out there at some point. Gotta fix the power, so
I was
I
gonna
can't be
say,
a sitting duck.
the only thing I can only hope to have you do is deal with the power. Whatever is happening there, it is not your responsibility. I absolutely understand that.
I don't know why I don't believe that. I think it's more so that if I walk out and there's a giant alien or whatever just trying to cut my guts up, like I would just like to deal with the power. If that were just a choice, if that was something we could wake up and choose, but I gotta look over to Bill and I say, "All right, Bill Sect, I'll
Don't call me
I
that.
guess it's the only way I remember who you are.
I have a very distinct
You're
name,
the
I'll let you know. He's very
I,
proud of it.
I look at his name tag. By God, you do. Uh,
um,
if one of you can watch my back while I'm out there,
absolutely.
I'd like to work in peace.
Quincy set also pipes up. Also says, actually, I'll go ahead and stay behind as well, both to watch after the ship, make sure nothing gets in. I will let you guys know immediately if anything happens, as well as be on the line if you need anything. Be able to keep
I'm
track of
so
you guys
sorry.
as well.
I'm so sorry. Port of order. Who's actually leaving the ship?
Joanna and Bill raise their hands.
Okay, okay. All right, cool. I look back to Bill with the gun. I'm like, okay, okay. We better be all right.
All right. I'm ready to saddle up. Everybody else
Lead
is
the way,
ready.
Mister. Lead the way, Mister Machine Gun. Is that better than Bill Sect?
I like it better.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
He cracks a smile at you. Um, yeah. So that does beg the question then. Which are you more concerned with, getting to the power station or figuring out what's going on outside of the ship?
I mean, I feel like we gotta deal with the outside of the ship first before we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then you guys kind of like position yourselves, go out into kind of like the hangar dock area. Um, it's pitch black except for the occasional auxiliary light off in the distance. What does everyone do once they get off the ship?
Stick with Bill.
I mean, the sounds were on top of the ship.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a ladder?
I didn't bring one out. I mean, I tried to go back in to see if I could drum one up, but I didn't bring one out with me.
Hold on.
Actually, I want to test something.
Okay.
I have those flares. What are they specifically called?
The chem
I have
lights.
chem lights.
Okay.
I'm gonna like try to toss I'm gonna snap a chem light and toss it like over the ship. I want it to like land on the ground on the other side of the ship. But I want it to like go over the ship so that if they can like see light and like are attracted to it, that anything on top of the ship would see it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of like
Trying to
crack
see
one
if
of
they will
these,
be attracted to the light or not.
and you crack one of these chem lights and pitch it like over the back of the Nelly. And you hear like kind of the clatter of it like hitting on the other side. I want to say because fancy space future, these are fancy space chem lights that they're big enough that like they're not just like fucking glow sticks. Like they give off a decent amount of light and are a reliable light source and are actually got some heft to them. So you hear them clatter, and for a second you don't hear anything, and then you hear something fall off the side of the ship and hit the ground on the opposite side of the ship, going towards the chem light. And it sounds like bare feet
At Bill.
walking
Okay.
across the dock, and he nods. You guys head in that direction then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I look back through my kit.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have a lighter.
I pull out my rigging gun because that's the best I got right now.
I do also far left side has your weapons. I will meta a little bit. Your electric projector. It's also gun.
My electric projector. I'm sorry.
Unless I didn't put it on there. Yeah, I did.
You did.
No, you did. I'm just blind.
It is also good.
Yeah. So I can go and just copy paste that or something like that, or is that? You want me to
Yeah, I
cut
don't
it
think
out
I
of the
was aware that
document?
this was like weapons that we had
You
access
can.
to.
It's also just for reference as well, yeah.
So okay, I'll go and copy it. I'll put it in. I'll put it in my pack. Electric projector.
Should be in your pack. Thought I put it in your pack.
Did you know? Did I?
Yeah.
I just put it there right now. Oh shoot! No, it's already there. What a
Oh,
silly
shit.
boy! What a silly boy I am. Oh
I
yeah, there's only 2 out
told
of
you.
7 charges left. There we
Mhm.
go. Yep. Yeah. Plum electric projector. As I hold on to it, I'm like, I really don't want to use this if I don't got him, because it would actually be really nice to use this on the electricity itself, and maybe give it a little kickstart as I'm repairing it. But you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do.
If you
Indeed.
need a gun, I have a gun.
You got a spare gun?
I mean, not a spare gun, but I've got this, and I just hold up the hairspray, and then I hold the gun in the other hand.
It's right again.
Show between the two. You want you're looking to wield the hairspray?
I think it would be far more effective, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a gun, sure.
Okay, I'll hand over my gun and ammo.
All right.
Bang. Slapped it in there.
Sweet. Is that small? So it's like one space point used.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need a Resident Evil item grid because I have lost track of the amount of space I've used up. I think I've got it right.
Think so. I'll say I'll say the hairspray is small.
Okay. So I'm back up at it. But yeah, I'm letting Bill. I'm sort of motioning to Bill to take the lead.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are all kind of like behind Bill. You guys start kind of edging towards whatever seems to be over by this chem light as you guys get closer. The chem light kind of illuminates the space, and there is. I'm gonna say there is something being illuminated by the chem light as you get closer. You guys have like flashlights or anything on, or
I'm not
Yeah.
using a flashlight.
I'll go and flick one on. I'll even attach it to the gun if that's possible.
yeah, I could say you can do that. You pan your flashlight around and pan it over this chem light and pan up, and you see something like recoil from the light as you shine this light on it, and you see it kind of like huddled down, and it looks like somebody is covering their hands or is covering their face with their hands when you pull the line on it, but there does seem like there's something not right about them. What do you do?
You know, can I point? Can I point my flashlight right at them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, there, sit, stay still.
Collier, do you do anything?
I'm just readied with the hairspray.
I'm gonna say, uh, Bill yells out, freeze! And it
Yeah, that's
bolts
where I was-
off to the side on all fours. You see it like gallop away.
I'm like muttering to myself in the corner, like, yeah, I was looking for the word freeze. Stay still isn't. That's not what the.
I don't think that they respond. They don't understand speech.
Yeah, right. I point the flashlight at the thing trying to scurry away and start to give chase. Don't want to lose it.
Do you take a shot or anything at it?
If I can actually reliably get my, I'm not gonna get stray bullets. I'm not just gonna like shoot wildly. So like, if I can actually train the light onto the thing, I'll take a
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a shot then.
Give me a combat. Give me a combat. When you do that,
Let me look at my character again. Sorry. Let me look at my character again to remember if I have any sort of things besides. No, I think it's just combat. All right, just making sure. That is a 24.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Under, that was under? Out of what?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. That is under.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 1d10 damage. Sean did write down
All right.
1d10 plus 1, but that's for a revolver. This isn't a revolver because I'm a nerd. It just does 1d10.
Well, there wasn't a handgun in the thing aside from the revolver.
That's because I had to make my own. Smart ass.
Well, I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah. You take a shot, and you also hear Bill unload at it. He takes a shot at it as well. And give me 1 second. Look something up. I have way too many things open. I'm gonna close some of them. Okay. Bill also takes a shot at this guy and misses. So he like takes a shot, but his shot is like leading way behind where you're shooting. He actually hasn't turned his light on, you notice. And like fires a volley out of his gun. But you take a shot and hit it directly in the like back leg, and it like stumbles and like topples over on its side for a second and rolls. And you hear a wail come out of it, and you hear it give us a sharp snarl as it tries to right itself on the ground. Julia, what are you doing when this happens?
My whole thing here is that I'm using this defensively. Like, I'm basically readying for if this thing approaches us, I'm gonna light it up.
Okay. Yeah. Joanna kind of like posts up next to you just in case, as she cues in on what you're doing. I'm gonna say that it right now is. Oh, if I had the book open. I don't even have the book open.
You ain't got the book open.
I ain't got the book open.
You don't have enough books to train me.
I'm gonna say right now it is at close range. And when
Cool.
it takes that shot, it like rolls on its side and like rights itself and looks at the group and keeps starts moving horizontally towards like a group of boxes to try to take cover.
Right.
So yeah, it's like sprinting toward. It's like bolting for some boxes to try to get away from you guys.
I'll like start maneuvering to try to like corner it.
Okay. To like cut it off.
No, but like, I guess are these boxes just like out in the open somewhere, or are they up against a wall?
I'm gonna say they're out in the open.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
What are these boxes made of? Wood or metal?
Yeah, they're like metal containers.
Metal containers, all right.
Nobody uses wood in space. They'd probably be made of plastic if they're made of anything else.
Yeah, that's honestly true.
Plastic melts.
At the temperature of the hairspray flamethrower.
Yeah, fair.
And flammable plastic boxes.
Yeah. How heavy do they look?
I'm gonna say they're. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're pretty substantial. You would have needed like one of the power loaders to move them. They're big like cargo boxes.
Actually,
Damn, and I wanted to pull a god hand on him.
I actually cut for a different direction and go for a power loader because if this thing's just gonna try to take shelter inside the boxes and try to pick us off as we walk in, like as like we try to approach or get in there,
Mm-hmm.
then I want to take away its toys.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. I could say yeah. You note that there was a power loader over there. You do. It did not have a power supply hooked up to it. Just note that.
How did we get the food and water? What did we use for that?
That was literally
We just
just
used a
a
pallet jack.
pallet jack, a manual pallet jack.
Gotcha. Pallet jack is not going to be enough for this.
It would depend on if the boxes are designed to be liftable from a pallet jack or not. Are they on a pallet? That would be nice.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Actually, yeah. If you're
Right.
going for specifically a pallet jack, yeah. I assumed you're going for the
Yeah.
power loader. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say you can find another pallet jack.
Yeah, I'll grab pallet jack. And so I guess my whole plan is go for that and try to catch back up with them with whatever they're doing.
Okay. So yeah, you grab that pallet jack and start moving towards the boxes.
I'm gonna stick with you, and I'm just like keeping my hairspray at the ready, like sort of over your shoulder, so that if this thing pops out, I can protect.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'd say at this point, it when you went to do that, it like got behind the boxes. So if you're going to move the boxes,
I moved the box like the furthest exposed box, I guess, like the one that, like the lowest hanging fruit.
Gotcha. So yeah, you get this pallet jack under this box, and Joanna and Bill kind of like get like shoulder to shoulder as you kind of like open up this gap, I'm guessing Colia, you're with them as well. Uh,
With me, yeah.
I mean, I'm with Fred. Yeah.
so, um, yeah, you move the box out of the way, and this creature, you see it like crouched behind the box for a second, and it rears up and stands up almost 2 feet taller than uh than Colia.
It's gun time. I think it's gun and flame time, and
Okay.
whoever else wants to take their shots.
Open something. Let me open something really fast.
Yeah, I'll give him just like one puff. Because it seems like he's posturing. It seems like it's posturing, so I want to posture back.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me combat rolls each.
I assume no, but does Mothership contain any rulings for like aiming, like trying to aim for a specific spot or something?
No, it doesn't, as far as
That's
I know,
fine.
but you can contextualize it. Yeah.
Contextualize it as a failure.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I rolled a 1.
Oh,
A one. A
no.
one.
I
Okay.
rolled 1.
This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Well, Jackson, what was your number?
My number. What? Holy jeez, yeah.
This is. Hey,
Uh,
guys, some shit is about to really happen. This is gonna get spicy.
I rolled a 60.
You rolled a 60?
Yeah, just 60. Yeah.
Okay, let me take this. Uh,
Turns out this thing is made of extremely flammable materials.
yeah,
It is.
I'm gonna say here is what you
We're gonna make
see.
s'mores off of this thing.
Um, Jackson, it rears up,
Yeah.
and you take a shot and miss, and it whips over to you, recognizing that sound, and it lunges for you, and goes to grab you, and gets an arm wrapped around your midsection. It like you see the arm distend out and almost like a tentacle wrap all the way around your stomach, and we'll resolve that. But it's trying to grab hold of you. Uh, but as soon as that happens, Sean, you do a puff, and the creature immediately is like covered in fire and screeches in your ear. This loud, deafening screech as you set it on, or as it starts to light on fire. Go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna say, since this is like improvised, roll me 1d5 damage. And
1d5.
1d5.
That is remembering how these have to be rounded. We have to round them up because 0 exists.
yes.
So this is 4 then.
Hot damn.
4 total.
6, and it makes. Let me see. Where did I write that? Oh, I didn't write that there. I wrote it someplace else. Ah, beans.
Beans on toast.
Ah, beans on toast. Oh boy. Well, it can't get much worse than that, but okay. Yes, it is now actively on fire. Uh, as you hose it down with this fire, and Joanna Joanna screams, "Light him up!" Uh, uh, and Jackson, because it is now actively on fire, go ahead and give me a body save with advantage.
Yeah, I see the fire spreading on it. I see the fire spreading to me, and I'm just like, this is how die.
Yeah, this didn't go in the order I was hoping it was going to go.
Uh-huh.
My defensive maneuver did not defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thankfully, I rolled a 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're able
Ooh.
to break free from it, and it like staggers backwards and is like writhing now. You see that both of its arms and its torso is like kind of writhing around wildly as it's like trying to set itself off fire. Joanna and Bill, go ahead and light him up. Bill. Bill.
Damn it, Bill.
Okay.
Bill lights me up.
Actually, I know what'll happen.
This
Hold
is why
on.
you should have stayed on the ship, Bill.
Oh no! These dice are too good. If this was literally any other game, this would be good rolls. That's
Bill lights me
fascinating.
up
How
all
the
the
fuck
I
way
do
gave
I
you
do
a chance,
that?
Bill.
Bill lights me down.
The both Joanna and Bill like poise to fire at it, and it kind of like stumbles over and is now in between all four of you, approaching Joanna and Bill, and they try to take a shot, but it like is standing between them, and like Bill tries to take a shot but fires off because he's afraid to hit Joanna, and Joanna tries to spray some fire on it but fires past it, trying not to hit Bill or anyone else. And it's now between all four of you.
Like a
And
Aladdin situation.
it lunges. It is. It's now. Nobody move, or we will shoot each other. It lunges at. It lunges at Bill, and bites into his shoulder, and he screeches.
I'm firing it.
Okay. Jackson, what are you doing?
I'll try to reposition so that I'm not shooting at Bill, I guess, or someone like. I'll try to move first and then fire.
Okay.
Or honestly, if it's biting, there's no reason why I don't just get closer and make sure that the bullet hits it. I know that's not mechanically how this
Yeah,
works.
I mean,
but...
as far as I can tell, we're in a position where I'm sure Bill would rather be on fire a little bit than get eaten by this thing. So I'm just going. I'm hitting the gas.
I will actually say, because this game wants a little bit of clairvoyance, NPCs are actually designed in this game to be particularly squishy. They don't actually have HP, they just have wounds. So if they get hurt, they actually just they just take wound damage. They don't actually take HP damage. They immediately lose a wound. Which I should actually resolve this for a second.
Which means the Bill is half dead.
Bill's actually 1/3, potentially 1/3 dead.
So Bill's hardier than I am.
Depends on his armor, and that's bad. Yeah, his armor definitely doesn't hold up to that. So yeah, you see it chomp into his shoulder. Oh, that's not good, guys.
You just chomp all of Bill's shoulder.
That's
every
really
bit of
bad,
the shoulder?
guys. Guys, we might. Hey, I gotta pull the band-aid off eventually, don't I? Let me look at something.
Well, this is going to be an awkward meeting back on the ship.
He was so confident. Here we go. Oh.
I told him he should have stayed on the ship.
You see him drop his SMG. And it clatters to the ground as he's now got both of his arms on the creature, trying to force it off of him.
I mean, I'm unloading on it. I'm drenching this thing.
Okay. What are your guys' combat rolls?
Yeah, I'm firing basically point blank, and fail again.
That was so close.
Oh,
I needed a 34 and I got a 36.
Okay.
I got a 72.
All right. One stress each for each of you.
I'm taking a stress from the I don't know if I wrote down that one. I can't remember, honestly. I wrote down this one for sure.
I'm gonna say you're not able to get a clean shot and fire wide because the creature is on top of Bill. We have ads in a minute. But Sean, you are able to at least like you're not able to hit the creature directly, but you're able to like ward it off a little bit more. And it lets go of Bill and staggers backwards away from the group. And is like starting to just like flail wildly as it's catching more and more on fire. And Bill staggers back and like clutches his shoulder. And it bolts away from you guys. It's starting to make distance again and just try to find a way out of the dock. And I'm gonna say it like backs up and starts heading towards the wall. And because it's kind of on fire now, as it you can see that there's an open vent hatch there.
Okay, we're in ads now.
We're in ads now.
Exciting. I was curious how you were going to narrate failing on a flamethrower check.
I mean,
an improvised flamethrower check.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job lighting them on fire, though. Good job being the only one to do meaningfully anything to it, because it's not doing very well right now.
Yeah, I can't fucking believe I rolled a 1 on my first real combat check.
I also
Amazing,
want to
yeah.
say when both Bill and Joanna fucked up at the same time, they both rolled a 96.
My God.
I don't
Hold
know
on, we
how
rolled a
that's
97, a 96, a 96, and a 1.
and
What is going on today?
as for the creature, when it got a bite on it got almost max damage on Bill, which made me go, okay, yeah, it definitely bypassed his armor, which is broken now. And then to roll his wound, because he immediately gets a wound, rolled 2 zeros. Which is actually good, but I was about to be like, did Bill just fucking die?
Yeah.
Because on the chart it says zeros are like the least worst wound. And I was like, Bill actually got really fucking lucky there. uh, which I think, yes, I know how to contextualize that. Bill got really lucky in a lot of ways. This might be that might be the best thing that could have happened. uh,
Oh yeah.
well,
I think the best thing could have happened is we would have blown him up.
uh-huh. And now you can say to be worried for Bill. He has been injured.
I
Damn it,
was
Bill.
in a premonition like way. I was always worried about Bill.
um, to add a little bit more of the joke that is incredible, that is the life of Bill. When I was rolling his numbers, I didn't roll very many numbers because for NPCs you don't really need to roll that many numbers. Specifically, his combat was his worst roll at a base of 28.
He's worse at combat than I am.
I think he's also decidedly worse than I am.
Yeah, which goes up
I
to a
didn't.
38 being a Marine. But that's it.
That still puts him right about where I am.
Yeah.
I rolled him a little too well, guys, I think. He's a little too perfect for his role. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to make him that hard of a trope, actually.
he is slightly worse at combat than I am, and I'm untrained.
God.
Got good instincts, kid.
hmm Oh, that explains why he has 3 wounds, because he's Marine plus 1 to max wounds, yeah.
Yes.
How about that?
Welcome back from ads, everyone. The creature is bolting to leave because it's not very happy right now.
I shan't let it happen.
Okay. What are you doing?
Chasing on the fire.
Okay. Go ahead and give
He
me
pulls his shoot button.
give me a combat roll.
Surely this time it will do the thing. Let's see.
I have no way to stop it, so I'm just letting that go.
Yeah, buddy. It's 13.
Ooh.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me 1d10.
Yeah. And that is 1 damage.
Shot it in the other leg. Yeah. So, it bolts. It just straight bolts for the wall to make it into a ventilation hatch that had been opened, seemingly by it. And as it's like just like feverishly sprinting, you notice the fire on it go fizzle out. But you shoot it like in the leg, and it kind of like stumbles again, uh, and looks at you, Fred, um, uh, and snarls and it kind of gets back to its feet, and it would have probably made it to the vent, but uh everyone could probably take one more action if they really want to try to keep it from getting in that vent.
There's no way that I can possibly close the vent at a distance, like shoot it closed. That's not a real thing. Yeah, that's not like.
I mean, I could with the foam gun, but I don't think that's a good use of the foam gun.
Yeah,
If you're wanting to keep it here, yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think of like anything that could possibly keep it here, and I can't think. What's up?
I mean,
I was
how
gonna
fast is this thing moving?
I would say when it's moving on all
For context,
fours,
like, would it be possible for me to outrun it right now?
out in the open like this? Probably not. It definitely, and judging by how quick, like how it's moving on all fours, it is moving quite quickly. You can't confidently say that you'd be able to outrun it. You could try a
That's what I
body
figured.
save, but that would, or you could, yeah,
Not a speed check?
or a speed check if you wanted to try to like outrun it specifically.
I might as well try. My thinking is if I can cut it off, I can use the fire, like, not to stand in front of the vent, but to at least get some fire between it and the vents to, like, drive it a different direction.
Okay. When Joanna sees you bolt, she just says, uh, she just says, "Colia, what the hell?" And she starts running with you as well. So go ahead and give me a speed
We
check.
have these chains. We should take it. This is what I'm good at. Oh, and I rolled bad. I'm not that fast after all. That's an 81.
Yeah. You guys. Yeah, you guys are. She sees you try to run after it, and also runs after you as well. And but because she wasn't expecting you to do it, she's like lagging a lot behind. But it gets up to the. It gets up to the vent, and I'm gonna say.
Well, if I'm taking one more
Me
action,
chasing
then
it, I have unlocked a next step, though, now that I'm chasing it, so this is fun.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna say it's going to start
Dude.
climbing into the vent. But because it's like been injured, it's like having a harder time than normal, so it is definitely going slower.
I'm gonna
Fred,
shoot
did you?
fire in that vent if I have a
Okay.
chance.
Fred, did you also have something
Yeah.
you wanted to try?
Yeah, the sorry, I got hair in my mouth. The chase after it plan is really good, but I wasn't smart enough to think of it in time. So the instinct of Fred would just be to take another shot and pray for the best. So
Okay.
that'd be his action.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say both of you give me a combat roll.
Do I get any kind of advantage for it just being a vent that I'm putting fire in, as opposed to like having to?
I'll go ahead and say, yeah, you could have advantage for that.
Cool. It just do twice, take the better one. Is
Yes.
that okay? Okay.
I do fail.
Those were almost exactly the same. I got 47. I needed 34.
I got 54.
This is interesting. Okay. Yeah. You go up to the vent to try to. You're not quite able to get close enough, and you take like a shot, and it just like you're starting you like spray. And it seems like the spray can is starting to run out because you're having to use a lot to get this fire to project as far as it can. And I'm gonna say like that probably is it. Like it's not that big of a fire of a hairspray can, and it takes a lot to like light it on fire or to like get that much fire out.
I had a
And I'm gonna say
suspicion.
like it fizzles out, and what a second later you hear like Kolya take a shot and like a ricochet whiz past your head, and you're just like Jesus. And it like you're like you like kind of fall back on your butt, and when you do that, you look up and you see a hand launch out of the vent and nearly grab you at your face and like recoil.
I throw the hairspray can at it.
It catches the
Just
hairspray
futilely.
can. And you hear it like snarl and scream from the vent, and then just the vent like kind of rattle up the vent as it scurries into the wall.
Well,
And Joanna kind of like jogs up to you out of panting and is like, Kolya, Jesus Christ Almighty.
well, I just figured, we didn't have that many opportunities, and if we could cut it off, then it might be, shoot at the airlock or something. Oh,
Um, Fred on the ground next to you, clutching his shoulder, like breathing heavily. Bill just says, God damn it!
Let's get Rosebud to take a look at you.
Does this count as dealing with it?
We tried our best.
Um,
Hopefully Doc's got some pain meds. Can you move? Can you stand?
if you like shine the light on his shoulder, it's not a deep wound, but there is a little bit of blood.
I can get that dolly if you need a ride.
No, I'm fine. I could get up. Just God. He picks up his gun off the floor, and looks at the sights and just says, "I swore I had these zeroed."
You're good. Just want to make sure you're alive.
I'm not dead.
Let's get you back.
And they start hiking back over. Joanna helps you to your feet, Kolya.
I kick the
And
air vent.
what's that?
I kick the vent.
You hear it echo up the vent, the sound of your kick. And then and into the distance you hear a response from whatever it was that you saw. If you
Yeah,
try
that's
to
right, you big fucking ugly thing.
Wait, no, actually, I kind of like that idea. Can we do that a little more?
what do you have in mind?
Maybe it's sensitive to sound. Maybe it actually really harms it.
I kick the vent again.
It sounds like it's fumbling back down the vent.
I don't think sound is one of the things I tested, right? I didn't test sound when I was testing the chicken leg. I
Actually,
can't remember.
you
I
kick
would
it
have written it
again.
down. Let me look at the note. Hold on.
You kick it again,
I did not test it.
You kick it again, and you don't hear an immediate response like you did before. Like it was snarling like as a taunt. You hear something like from the top falling down the shaft.
I'm
And
backing up.
it you hear something hit near like the bottom of the vent, but it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound big enough to be whatever it was that just went in the vent. Whatever was in the vent was as big as you were, if not bigger, by comparison. This sounds much smaller than that. But there is something moving in the vent.
I don't think it had the desired effect.
I'm coming on over. I want. Let me at that vent.
Uh, Best of luck.
I start wailing on it.
Jackson, how close
Like
to the vent do you get?
I'm on it. Like I like wrap my like, if I have like a jacket or something like that. I'm just going boxing like full on, just going to town on it.
Oh my god. You like kick it again, and you're
Punching?
next to the vent, and you see something move like behind the back of the vent, and you look, and then kind of what happened to almost Sean, uh, you see something lunge from the vent at you. And from your perspective,
There's one right
Kolya,
here.
it looks like a hand, but not like the hand that you saw earlier. It looks different.
This is a visually distinct hand.
It's a visually distinct hand. Yes. Actually, I might have something for you.
This thing got babies.
I have an isolated picture of
Suppose there's no reason they wouldn't be able to reproduce. Rosebud might have told us if they can reproduce or not, but then again, Rosebud was wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah, Rosebud. Yeah.
If you back up, it kind of slithers. You see whatever it was that lunged at Jackson, and it was fast. It seemed like really, really fast. Kind of slither out and peek, and you can't see back into it, but you have no sense that there's much else behind it. And you see clearly fingers on the ends of what seem to be like tendrils leading back into what would be a palm, and a like wrist and a forearm that also leads back on the end of the same kind of like fleshy muscle, as it seems to like kind of it seems almost curious, like it thought something was here, and it seems to like be almost feeling around in the air.
I take out the gun. I step back. I take out the gun, and I line it up about 10 feet up in the air. I take a shot at this vent.
At the vent?
Like up by the base of where the arm seems like it's coming from.
Yeah, like because if I understand like correctly, because this is just like a big vertical shaft, so I'm just lining my like I'm looking at the thing and just going up a little bit, instead of like firing straight on him, like a firing kind of up at it. So
Trying to
Okay.
see if he can guess where the body is based on where the arm is.
You
yeah,
you
and
you take
that and it should be a hell of a rattle
Yeah, it's true.
to yeah.
You take a shot. You take a shot, Jackson, and um, you like just shoot at the vent, and as soon as the gunshot goes off, this thing immediately snaps in your direction and just launches straight out. And as you see it launch out, it looks like the other half was just seemingly the rest of an arm that's been like stretched out, and it shoots out and wraps around your neck, Jackson.
That's an interesting. How far does this thing reach? Because I
It's
did
fully out.
mention that
It's fully out.
Oh, it completely dropped down and okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah,
So now
'cause
the
I-
whole thing
'cause
is
I
out of the
stepped-
vent.
Yeah, because I stepped a few feet back to do that fire, but if it's
He
just
did
like,
use the verb launch.
yeah, just checking.
Like as soon as that bullet went off, it like coiled up and like sprung at you, Jackson.
All right, cool. I'm just like,
Give
this is how I die.
give me yeah. And you take. So yeah, it's now wrapped around your like head and neck. The palm is like on the face of whatever your helmet is, and like the fingers, which seem to be distended and longer and more elastic, are like trying to wrap around your head. And you take 2 blunt damage.
Okay.
I'm taking the scalpel and I'm hacking away.
Okay.
I come running in with the scalpel.
Oh boy. roll me a combat, I'll say.
Excuse me, Milo. Thank you for guarding my dice, buddy. That's under Milo.
Wait,
Hold on, buddy.
was I rolling something for you, Isaac? Was I giving you a save or something? I can't remember.
Not yet. It right
Okay,
now is
cool.
wrapped around your head.
Perfect.
I got a 42 out of 34.
Okay. 1 stress, Sean, and I'm going to say you like lunge at Jackson to try to like stab this arm, it seems, as it's like tightening around Fred's head, and you only are able to like nick it. You're only able to like to get like a grazing slash against it, which I'm just gonna say is like, I'm gonna say it's like 2 damage. And it starts tightening around Fred's head, and Bill and Joanna are now like working to just pry it off of his head. What the fuck? Yeah, they're like, Bill is like grabbing it by the back of the hand, trying to like pull it off of Fred's face, and Coley is like straining to pull it off of the pulling it off of Fred.
I'm stabbing it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I mean, I already was stabbing it, is what I mean.
Gotcha. Fred, what do you try to do?
So instead of trying to escape this thing, I think because it's wrapped around me,
You're gonna put it in a Chinese finger trap.
yeah. uh, So I don't know if I'd have the thought to do like if I'd have enough like thought in my brain to do this, enough oxygen in my brain. But I have a gun in my hand, and it's wrapped around me. There's no reason why I should miss.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna say you press the gun up against it and then take a shot.
fire.
Give me damage with advantage.
All right. No roll to hit or anything like that because it's
No.
just like pretty much okay.
Yeah, you just stick it right into it and then take a shot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that mean. The
Uh,
combat rolls have been bad enough.
Fair. Damage with advantage is in fact 10 damage.
Fuck. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You go ahead and roll me one more d10 and tell me the result.
Yeah. Another D10 is 5. Just right down the middle.
Okay. Oh, I think actually this is like perfect. Ironically, if I did my math correctly. Uh yeah. Um yeah. You like you take the gun and like wedge it into whatever flesh that you can and take a shot, and the it stops squeezing and then slowly releases and then falls off of you.
All right, yeah, that's awesome. I was just look at this, just like, oh yeah, we gotta double tap that.
All right. I think we learned at least something. Maybe not. I think I'm going to avoid. My vote is I'm going to avoid the vents. Joanna says she's avoiding the vents.
Yeah.
hey, I'm at 12 stress.
Yeah.
If that encounter had gone on another round, I was going to say that I just panic outright. I will put it in your hands, Isaac. If I panic now that the fight is over or not. If I need to roll a panic check. I am at 12 stress.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a panic check. I think that yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I rolled a 16. I passed.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
I do not panic.
Yeah, but you feel like your nerves are shot. You feel like you are about to have a panic attack though. Um
Yeah, Kolya's just like I think Kolya just like quietly after the thing falls to the ground, Kolya just like starts backing away and then just without a word to anybody gets back on the ship.
Oh, as Coley, because Coley actually had something specifically I wanted. Hey, buddy, before you, I gotta do the work. Can you pass me that scalpel? Gotta split the pieces, otherwise it's coming back.
I drop it on the floor as I'm walking away.
Start working on the head first, trying to get
okay.
the head away from the rest of the body.
I'm gonna say you like kind of go through like a dissection if you want to try to like cut it apart as much as possible. As you like look close, this other than the changes that have happened to it, this just seems to be a person's arm. And that at the elbow, the elbow has like been separated, or the arm has been separated from the elbow into this like long, kind of like thick, muscly tendril that still connects the forearm and the bicep. So you like cut that apart, and then if you look at the like kind of what would have been the hand, it each of the digits have kind of also that same kind of like fleshy tendril separation at the joint, which was what
I'm
was grabbing
probably
your head, and then at the center of the palm, it's been split open to make what looks like some kind of rudimentary, almost like mouth or something. It looks like the bones in there have been modified to be sharpened, and that it can flex sideways now.
gotcha. Yeah, I genuinely take my time with it. Like I might spend like an hour and then um start collecting pieces and want to throw them out the airlock.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that. I'm gonna say like Joanna stays with you to make sure that nothing comes by or anything, or if you guys need help, but nothing of incident happens. Um. Yeah. Uh. Colia and Bill. I'm gonna say Bill goes back with you, Colia. Uh-oh. You lost him. I'm
You lost
split
your
now.
stream
I am
bot.
split in half. Oh, here.
You were the monster all along.
Oh shit! I want to do this. This is a stupid joke. Hold on. Watch the stream. Oh no, Sean! Help! Help! My head! Help! Help!
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
would
what
reach out to
happened?
save you, but you're clearly outside of my reach.
Now I'm really confused. I hear Jackson. What happened?
Your stream died.
Your stream.
No, not the stream,
Oh!
the Discord stream.
I was about to be like, no. Okay, I see what happened. I gotcha. I assumed that Jackson was lost, but it was me the entire
You can hear it.
time.
You could hear me.
I
And see you.
assumed. Oh, that's why.
Isaac,
What am I?
well, Isaac over there, just like, gosh, I can almost hear him now. Still remember his voice.
Apparently, that window crashed. Boy, my computer is doing fine.
Jackson, if you're in the room with us, please move the
Blink twice.
planchette.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
The music had died a while ago. I had thought that maybe you just like tried to switch tracks or like decided to put it on quiet for a while, but it hadn't been playing music for a good 10 minutes.
Well, there we go. That's interesting. Should be working again. Can you hear the music again?
Yes.
Oh my god. Scared the britches out of me. Anyways.
Get those britches out of you.
Julia and Bill, you guys are kind of going back to the back on board, and Quincy hears like from the cockpit that you guys are coming back aboard, and like comes down to greet you, and sees Bill and sees you and says, "What happened? Are you all right? Is everything okay?"
I just mutter, "Take care of him," and gesture at Bill as I storm away.
Are you okay?
I stop like at the door on my way out, and I just turn and say, "Most of us aren't going to make it out of this," and then I leave.
Um, and Bill kind of like just shudders.
Uh,
Go ahead if you had something.
I'm gonna go up and smash the specimen that I had.
I'll say when you get back to the lab, it looks different.
The lab or the specimen?
The specimen. When
Okay.
you like enter the room, it is it is standing inside of the specimen jar, seemingly, and it like turns around to look at you. The jaws have been inverted upside down, and it seems to be using them as like kind of legs, feet, and it is like balanced on behind, almost like as if it was like on a tripod, by the base of its neck and its spine sticking out. And it like perks up when you enter the room and like presses up against the specimen jar. It has been, I'm gonna say like, and it's been about 2.5 hours since
Uh,
since
can I
Nozark
pick up the specimen
exploded.
jar?
You go to grab the specimen jar, and it like forcefully presses against the jar, and the tongue at the back of what was Nozark's mouth kind of like presses up against the jar forcefully at you.
Am I able to pick up the jar?
If you do, it's like you're like fighting the jar a little bit because it's like rattling around in the jar now, trying to like get at you to get
Gotcha.
out.
Gotcha. Can I just like stuff it in my bag? Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dump everything else out of my bag temporarily, stuff this thing in my bag, close it, and just sling it over my back.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
And it is secured. As far as you can tell, like it can't get out, but it definitely is like the bag is like moving as it's trying to get out of the specimen container.
I'm gonna march all the way back out of the ship. And if I'm not stopped by anybody, I'm just gonna go chuck my bag out the airlock.
Uh I'm gonna say, because you say you take some time with this, Fred, you see Colia walk back up to the airlock as you guys have like are breaking this down, and Joanna sees you coming and says, Colia, what's up?
Tying up loose ends.
You put the bag in the airlock?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
In fact, do I still have the artifact?
yeah.
Can I put the artifact in the bag too and throw them both out?
Yeah. I'd say that's
Okay,
fair.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to put that in there, and was by the time that like you guys were getting like ready to finish up, and um you space all the bits, you space all the bits straight into the vacuum.
All right. Beautiful. Um, and then I just like slump over by the airlock.
um Joanna kind of crouches by Eucolia and just says, doing all right, man?
Man's quest for knowledge will be his undoing.
she swallows and just says, I don't know what was in that bag. Understand what you're saying.
Hubris.
Very least, we gotta take what we can learn. And she like pats you on the shoulder and just says, when I see it, whatever those things are, we just gotta make sure they don't get us, I guess. Very least, you know more about them.
I think the chances are we find Fred's family. I think they're getting slim.
She gets really close to Kolya and says, I want to hope for the best, actually. That's all I can do.
Well, if we're going to do it, then we have to get the hell out of this place. They clearly tried to quarantine it. If we can get to wherever the hell people are holed up, maybe we can figure out how the hell to get out of here.
Well, that's the good news. I can confirm the message we were getting from Rhea was not a recording when we were talking to Milsec. There is still people, seemingly, organized on the station. Do have a good feeling about Rhea. At least, if anyone's still alive. In any capacity.
Koya stands up and says, well, anywhere but here. And at this point, I guess I go check on Bill. I guess that would be my next step, and to make sure Bill's getting taken care of.
Okay. Fred, what were you doing? I guess you were kind of party to Kolya and Joanna. I will say Joanna leaned in kind of close near the end there, and you weren't able to catch exactly what she said.
No, I think they were all on board way before I was, because
I'm out at the airlock.
Oh, I probably ran into you actually, because I was trying to airlock the thing that I scalpeled to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole conversation happened while I was like slumped by the airlock.
Oh, gotcha. In that case, I just look at the two of them like as I'm like pour stuff out, like, dude, watch yourselves, because I'm about to press the button. I press the button. And then I go and close the airlock, and I say, yeah, oxygen's important, but I don't want that. I don't want those things.
Joanna, after Kolya starts walking away, walks up to you and just says, "By the way, how's your neck feeling? That looked." I'm not gonna mince words. That looked terrifying.
Yeah, it was. That's correct. Yeah.
Get you checked on the on the Nelly as well. Make sure you're Make sure they didn't pop any vertebrae out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm still kind of pissed at Doc, though.
I mean, I think we all are a little. Um,
Yeah.
Probably has at least a little talking to do. I don't know.
Yep. For being Mr. Get me on the station, I'll solve your problem. Man can use a gun.
You might need a lot more than a gun. And she's a little shaken actually when she says that. Joanna's uh nervous when she says that. Now what happened to Sean?
I was
Turned
just
off his
fixing my
camera.
camera.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Spooky.
Spooky. Sean died, and then Sean died. Now we're speaking to his ghost.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, failed to start camera.
Uh-huh. Oh
Wait, what?
no.
What do you mean failed to start camera? It's working at my end. The fuck does...
Oh, oh, uh, oh. Hey, there he is. We were worried.
Weird. It worked right away for mine, and I had no idea. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to disrupt.
You're good.
Good.
I guess everybody starts collecting back on the ship. Um, uh, Maison has met with Bill in the infirmary and is like got like a he's got like a dressing prepared and is starting to like look at Bill's wound and he's like well, you're lucky. Didn't go in too deep, just a couple inches, it seems. And Bill is like, yeah, a couple inches. You fucking insane. Ugh. Um, Polio, you said you were gonna check on Bill, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you walk in while they're kind of well Maison's checking his bite.
How you feeling?
Well, other than losing a teaspoon of my own blood and a little shaken. Weirdly not my worst day.
Hate to be blunt, but is there any saliva on that wound?
um the doctor the doctor says I'm cleaning the wound now. I will be doing a test shortly. I'll be doing a test shortly.
We need to quarantine him in the meantime.
Well, quarantine. I mean, it's not a great scrape, but I feel fine. Kind of.
You feel fine right now. This thing changes fast.
And then he like takes a second and is like, "Wait, no, man, you don't think?"
We don't know how it spread yet. All we know is that it seems to have affected many people. And we know that it is liquid, so it could be in saliva. We shouldn't take any
And
risks.
Maison says, "I agree. I agree with Collier, Doctor Collier. Till we know how virulent it is, do a quick." Yeah, I'll do a quick autopsy of a sample of some of your injury. I get a sample of blood. I keep an eye on you, Bill. And Bill says, Doc, you you gotta tell me if it's gonna go bad, right? You gotta tell me it's gonna go bad, right? Give me and Maison says, give me an hour. And Bill looks at Kolya and just says, you guys are just fucking with me. Yeah. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Remind me where Bill was injured exactly.
If you take a look, he's got like some like gauze and some dressing on his left shoulder.
How high up the shoulder exactly?
Between, I'm gonna say like most of it, like where the bite entered, as deep as it could get, it like was mostly like almost on the back center of his shoulder and close to like his collarbone. There's like 2 pricks.
It's too high up to amputate. If it is passed through saliva, he's either infected or he isn't.
I mean, and Maison says, and Maison kind of like stiffens a little bit, and Bill says, "Now wait! I mean, you guys are the science guys. I don't know much. I'm just a fucking grunt. I don't know. Fine. Put me inside of a box. Whatever you need. I just if you can figure out something, I'll try to help."
If you have any
How's that
gods to
cool?
pray to, you might start doing that.
I was also looking to stop by Doc. Would this be a good time to be there?
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
can show up in the middle of this if you want.
Yeah. After Kolya says that, I'll say, yeah, we're all a bunch of grunts. Oh, God, Bill.
If you take a look at Fred's wounds, however, he just shows bruising on his neck. There's not been like any open wound or anything.
No
I'll-
biting.
No biting.
I was gonna drop in.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna drop in and ask for a little boo-boo check, Doc, but I forgot myself and just how much they're more important wounds. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Doc?
We need to quarantine. What do we think is
gonna-
the most secure place for our friend here?
Well,
I can think of a place.
think of a.
Yeah, I can think of a place.
You could. And Bill's like, what about one of the showers? You could just lock me in one of your standing showers.
That might work.
They
I was
don't
thinking
lock
about-
from the outside. How do we lock it?
And Bill is like, I really hate the idea of this.
You're cursed.
I mean, I
Well,
guess you could lock yourself in.
just
You still got your wits about you.
weld me in, I guess.
You're cursed.
Your Discord stream died again.
Boy, my computer really hates. I wonder what's going on. Why does it keep on crashing that window? It keeps on crashing the window. It's because I have too much shit open, I guess.
I guess so.
My RAM is doing fine. Oh no, it didn't crash. What the? I guess Discord just crashed. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna say Discord also had trouble starting my camera earlier, so maybe Discord's just having a problem tonight.
Discord.
Yeah.
Discord. We're trying to stay professional here, Discord. Wait, hold on. I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. That'd be very stupid, but there we go. There we go. But
Koya says, well, if you want to lock yourself in the shower, I think that probably sufficient for now.
That's probably the
Bring a
most
book with you.
humane. What?
Bring a book with you.
That's probably the most humane thing. I was going to suggest a place far worse. I was going to suggest under the engine. If you're actually turning, we fire it on.
I mean, my bigger concern really is, do we want to keep him on the ship at all? If the worst does happen, how would we get him out?
Yeah, man. Actually, I kind of agree with that. It also gives me at least a chance to, I don't know, find something else, do something else, come with a plan in the meantime. I don't know. I mean, that thing, it was bigger than all of us.
I tell you what, you hang tight, Bill. I have to go take care of something with Fred, and then we'll check in on you to see if you're doing okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be right back.
It's going to be okay, Bill. You hang in there. And as soon as we get like around the corner, I'm going to say,
yeah,
I don't necessarily think that it will spread this way, but if it does, I don't think we can have him on the ship. We would have no way to get him out. If we, on the other hand, were to lock him, for example, in that office, it's somewhere that nothing could get to him, and he couldn't get out. And we could leave without him if we have to. We can go back and check on him. We block it with the couch. He's not a danger to anything. The vent's blocked, the door's blocked, nothing can get into him, he'll be safe. I think it's our only option.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. And we got ads.
Thinking about it, we got ads. Just like hey, it's canonical. Randomly ads just appear in the middle of people's conversations sometimes and disrupts the entire conversation. That happens in my setting.
I'm sorry, yeah, I had not had the chat up because I had Discord over top of it from all the troubleshooting.
You're good. I just looked over
at that moment. Ads are started yet. Well, we'll pick that back up after after a couple of minutes are over. Weirdly, my ads are already over, even though it says we have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, that's weird. What the fuck?
I only got a very small amount of ads, I guess.
I guess. That's silly.
Yeah, because
Hey, did you anticipate that we'd be having the zombie conversation today?
Not anticipating it, but that's the thing is this game's covered in band-aids, and I was like, fuck it, I need to put you guys in some real ass danger. And what's so funny is it's kind of like being eased in the best way, because it's like you still can feel the like burn of being like, fuck, we gotta do something. But really, the person who got harmed the most is weirdly Fred. How'd you feel about that? I actually really liked that moment. Surprisingly, I was not expecting it a little bit. That was me doing a little rolling with the shots there,
Oh, just like taking the gun and being like, all right.
and the way that it wrapped around your head and everything. That was almost kind of like perfect.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite good. The idea, the fact that something shifted right away, it was like, it's like, now we're shaking this apple tree until we find something falls. Like,
Uh huh.
yeah.
I felt that was the right way to do that, and I hope it's at least drip feeding some ideas of how things work. Because at the very least, if you kick a tree, something might fall out of the tree.
Yeah, I genuinely feel really good about that vent interaction, actually.
Yeah, it was a
It's
good
good.
moment, and I definitely didn't want to just be
And
like
also,
Oh, go ahead.
okay. You go.
All I was gonna say is I definitely didn't want to be like, and then it came back. Like I wanted it to be more
Yeah.
interesting than that, to make it clear, like, no, you already fended off
I
the
think you
like,
handled that perfectly.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
thank you. Also, I'm really proud of the creature design there, because I've actually gone back and even revisited some of the designs, and I really just liked the idea of like I turned a human arm into a fucked up snake, essentially.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the thing from Prometheus, but a little bit more interesting in that it was not. To be fair, Prometheus, the creature design wasn't bad. More just the way that everybody acted. You guys didn't think that thing was safe for good reason. Well, ads are done. Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that encounter. Uh, it actually really established a little bit more for the encounter design too that I'm going to keep in mind. That I think moving forward also it goes both ways, and the game actually encourages this. And yay, Silos! We're probably going to wrap up here soon too. But uh, welcome back, Silos. Everyone almost got really injured, and at least two people almost died already, which is good. But definitely, I think moving forward, there's two things I'm going to do better about, and definitely, like if you can literally say the words, "I want to do this to give me advantage," if it makes sense, you will get advantage. Like, definitely keep that in mind. If you can find a way to use the phrase, "If this can give me advantage," then yes, that will help with rolls as well as just having moments like that where it's like literally you can't miss the gun, just pull the fucking trigger. Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm down to always be like try to find ways to be like you auto succeed. So that way, if you are constantly failing or whatever, pulling up a bunch of stress, you don't just continue building stress for no reason. Also, I don't want you to just fail till you win. So yeah.
Win. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you hit 20 stress, right?
Uh-huh. In a certain sense, you win because you don't have to play the game no more.
Was 20 stress where you just die, effectively?
Well, it's the point where you can't pass a panic check is all.
Is it?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
gotcha,
I didn't know if
okay.
you auto-failed the panic check or if it's just you can't take on more stress and you have a chance to
I mean,
die
you're
from the
rolling it on a
panic.
d20, so.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. So yeah, you're always panicking no matter what until eventually you die.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because
So.
panic checks are on a d20, so you can't roll
On
higher than a
D20.
20.
Right, yeah.
roll a panic check with advantage. Really increase the chance for you to just have a heart attack. But where
Oh
you
man.
were leaving off, you were discussing possibly
Yeah.
locking him in the office.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was Kolya's suggestion. Is the vent is sealed in there, so nothing can get in. We can seal the door with the couch, so he'd be stuck in there. He couldn't get out. Nothing could get in. We could come back and check on him in a few hours. It really shouldn't take longer than a few hours. From what I've seen, it seems to be a span of an hour or two. This thing does its work. So
Wait. Well, hold on. Can I ask about that? Because that seems like. Because I ran into the one dude at. How long you been dead? Like, he was. The guy was dead. Like, we. Did you know his time of death?
I mean, I have taken a sample. I mean, it's contextual because, of course, you saw the chicken wing and whatever. That
Oh, yeah,
it,
yeah, I did
it,
see the
it,
chicken wing. Yeah, I didn't realize it. Well,
it's contextual, but the point is, I don't think it takes very long. So if we check back in an hour or two and he seems fine, then maybe we let him out. But I think we need to
wow.
get him in there sooner rather than later.
That's kind of funny then. Because I was going to say, surely Doc can figure it out in an hour, but I guess Doc's going to figure it out by whether our friend's going to transform or not. Um, I didn't want to go back into the breach, so to speak, but
We're
I
going to
also
have
just
to go
don't.
back out there to get to the maintenance and get to anywhere other than here. We can't just sit here.
Yeah, but my neck hurts.
When you say that,
I'm sure we can find some pain meds for you.
the
Yeah,
door
for sure.
opens and Maison steps out and looks at you two, and
Good news.
says, "I'm currently running a test and a blood sample on him right now. I'm currently running a test and a blood sample on him right now, and I was thinking in there, kind of thinking
Hmm.
about the situation, and I can at least offer. I do know something. I promise I know something. I promise I know something. But really,
Doc, you got a lot of
if
preamble in
it seems
this.
like I've been tight-lipped, it's actually just because I've needed to process a lot. I've had a lot to
Now,
process in the
yeah,
last few hours.
you surely
Here's
do, Doc.
here's what I can reassure. Bill is still alive. Unless he died out there. Did he go unconscious or die at any point? It seemed that he completely went out.
He never lost his
No.
sense of self, as far as I can tell.
No, I just screamed in pain.
He he lets out a very big sigh and just says, "I'm not saying there's no concern. What happened, what what we know, or at least what I know, how Xenox interacts at the moment for Lazari and the original strain, whatever the mutation, reanimation, whatever you want to call it. That only happens after complete brain death.
I
The,
do
Including
actually
for the original.
both, yeah.
what we know about the original from testing with, of course, safe specimens, obviously no in test subjects.
Yeah,
The two
mice and
things
whatever.
that we
I know.
found. The way that the original strain interacted, it did seem to do something. Other kind of mutations depends on the body plan and form of whatever is infected. if it is alive. Still trying to understand, but it definitely seems to have some effect on the nervous system. We were still getting a better understanding of what it does. That said, all we know is that it does nothing good to the nervous system.
Yeah, I'm so confused by the way you talk, Doc, because
I'm sorry. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. I'm doing my best.
I'm just confused at the idea that you guys know so much about it that you built your own special harmless strain, but you don't know the full effects of the original. I got two. All right, I got two questions for you. Right, like I think at one point we actually talked about this, and we talked about how like it was harmless or something. I think that was your special like sauce. Um, that's harmless when they're alive. Here's here's my big question. It sounds like Bill might be okay for now. If Bill dies, is this still in him? Is he is he a ticking time bomb?
He kind of puffs his he breathes in really deep and says he says yes.
Jesus Christ. So even if Bill survives for now, do we have any concept of how long this thing can survive in the body? If he dies in 20 years, will it still do this to him?
Fortunately, we I will say that the tests that we ran, mostly with test rodents, of course,
I thought you told me it
we
died.
found that it. One moment, I'm thinking.
Out of character
Nice, that
while
was-
you're thinking.
Hmm?
I could be misremembering because this is taken over like an IRL, like a month and a half. I thought when the doc originally explained this concept, because this is starting to come back, that it passed harmlessly in a couple days or something like that. But that's also less exciting from
The
a narrative perspective.
the safe strain, like,
Oh, the state. Okay.
yeah, like it if it was inside of a living host, then it just
Gotcha.
metabolized over time. Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Feel free to think and process.
The doctor says part of the reason why we were able to seemingly make this strain safer is how easy it was to manipulate this microbe. Now, hypothetically, yes, much like the stable strain, body given enough time should be able to fight the infection. In test subjects for that we had in labs, we had about a 70% mortality rate.
70% of your people died trying to
And
fight this
about
thing off.
what's that?
70% mortality rate means 70% of them died.
And about 65 showed that 65% and about 80% of that showed that station.
You still have that gun?
Yeah. I don't want to shoot him though. I mean,
Not
we shoot
asking
him.
you to.
I'm not asking you to. You shoot him, you set the bomb off.
Not doing it here.
I mean, I'll give you your gun back. I'm not holding on to your gun forever. I'm just saying.
Listen, Colia.
We can't let him off this station. It's not happening. Not as long as I'm here. He stays. And I don't suspect he'll stay willingly.
I mean, here's your gun, but let's just take like 2 more minutes before you go guns blazing.
I'm
I
listening.
agree.
How for so there's a chance that so it sounds like the order of operations is that this will likely kill him, and then he'll revive and be a monster. So it will probably just kill him itself.
That's the most worrying part. In the meantime, it's going to be affecting him neurologically.
In what way is he gonna
Neurologically.
think? Now, I get the brain's a goddamn. Is he gonna have hallucinations? Is he gonna have insomnia? Is he gonna have nausea, dizziness, upset stomach? Is he gonna need some fucking Pepto Bismol?
There's no way to tell immediately. Varies from subject to subject.
You guys are playing God.
And our hand got
How
caught
long
in
did it take
Pandora's
for
box.
the subject? How long did it take for the subjects that died to die at the longest?
That varied drastically. Some died.
Is it longer than 5 days?
It can be anywhere between for a subject that size, for a small-bodied subject, it was a couple of hours to a couple of days. That's for the size of their bodies, concentrations that we were handling. I would
Like what I feel like you speak in haikus.
I would suspect at the very least we won't see an effect of any kind until tomorrow.
At least for the very most, the longest, or at least the longest time you suspect it could take for him to die if he's going to from this.
Natural causes. Age.
So you think this could stay in his body for, let's say, 50 years, and he dies in 50 years and this is still active?
Good news, it wouldn't be. It definitely loses virulency after a period of time. In the subjects that we were using, it seemed to be 8-12 days.
It
We
will
leave
lose.
here at 5. He cannot leave this station.
So it loses virility after the order of years or weeks?
No.
Or...
Just about a week.
Oh,
He cannot leave the station with us. We are leaving in 5 days. We cannot clear him in that time. We cannot bring this shit out to wherever it is we go from here. We cannot bring this to civilization. It has to die here. He cannot leave with us.
In the most scraped up, messed up way, if this thing dies off in a week or it kills him, I mean, if this strain actually dies off in a week and he's alive, I mean, we're not getting back to civilization 2 days after we leave the station. Like, we leave the station in 5 days. It's going to be like 6 months or something like that before, not 6 months, but you
Actually.
know what I'm saying. It's going to be like a while before we. In fact, Kolya, I hadn't told you this yet. Our jump system's actually pretty fucked right now. Um,
No, Maison turns and folds his hands and look at you. It is just like, what are you talking about?
you know how we were using an old version of Starbus? Yeah, that really is coming back to bite us.
I fucking told Quincy. Dude, should never be using these outdated navigation systems. They're so fucking unreliable.
Well,
Yeah, we
look,
might actually be hit by the jump glitch.
I think I do actually agree with you, Kolya. I actually have an idea and a proposition. Milsec seems to
yes.
still be on the station. We can get him to Milsec. Maybe Milsec can handle him, deal with him, house him, quarantine him, whatever they need to do. Because honestly,
I'm
it sounds
fine.
like maybe Milsec is the only operating body on the station at the moment.
I can agree
I'll
to this
see.
plan.
Yeah. I'm also optimistic. We said that the earliest sign that somebody shows symptoms is like for
Well,
for creatures our size, you said what, like a day or something like that?
yes.
But you can identify them. You can identify, confirm or deny whether it's in the system in the next hour or two. So we don't have to do some cockamamie quarantine, like escort them off the ship and whatever. Like you can let us know
Yes.
soon that whether or not he's fucked.
Yes, those terms, exactly.
Oh,
I want to be forthcoming. I said I would be here to do something about this.
yeah.
Going to do everything in my power, and I want to just apologize in the sense of I want to help. I want to find ways to help. And I don't always actually know those ways. I do want to find them.
That's real sweet of you, Doc.
Mother always said I was a little cold.
You're running 98 degrees just like the rest of us. Wake me up when you know the answer. I'm gonna try to get another hour of shut eye. Seems like we're gonna be on high alert for a while with literal monsters outside, so I want to try to get any rest I can, any moments I can, so I can be awake when I need to be.
Yeah. I would say maybe turn nights low, maybe. Maybe not draw any attention to us, just in case.
Yeah, I can flip a switch. That's not too hard. Navigation, navigation's borked, but I can flip a light switch for us.
That'd be
I'll
good.
go deliver the good news.
Oh, you're gonna tell
Oh, go ahead.
what?
We can't leave him in
I
the
was just like,
shower.
no, that's actually a really good point. yeah, he can leave the shower if we're gonna have a diagnosis before any of this would ever actually take effect. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll go flip the lights then.
um, uh, the doctor looks at you, Kolia, and are you still holding the gun in your hand?
Yeah.
He looks at you and looks at the gun and just says, "Gonna need that."
Not yet.
Are you gonna need that?
Yeah, and on that, um, good job doing
Feel,
nothing of what I had planned today, guys.
Don't you love when your whole
feel
session gets derailed by a random encounter?
Hey, it was a good. This is the thing. I'm learning more about the system, but I do still think overall I like how the encounter like system works. Like I still think it works better for what it is, right? Like you give me essentially a wealth of information based on roles and what you're doing, and then the scene plays. That is actually what I prefer. It makes it way more dynamic. I like that.
yeah.
Um,
Excuse me.
but
Have a
yeah,
good time.
that was good. That was good. Maybe next
Yeah.
time we'll figure out what happens.
I mean, we've got a plan. We're going to the maintenance shaft. And
Yeah.
we're not killing Bill.
We're not killing
Yet.
Bill.
Yeah.
I think I just to get
Yeah,
like
the movie's a misnomer.
I think I could also probably DM you guys this later as well, but just out of curiosity, how all do you feel knowledge wise? What do you guys know based on that whole encounter? What would you say is each of your characters' impression of the threat at the moment?
Number
I'm not
one,
sure.
fire is
Yeah,
not
okay.
as effective as I hoped it would be. It didn't have the effect I was looking for. It was good, it was useful, but it was not what I was hoping would happen. So that's important to know. It is effective, but it is not a deterrent the way that I was hoping it would be.
I will say
This is an alien isolation.
You did pick up though definitely like it had the worst time when it was on fire out of all the things you did.
Yeah, like it was clearly effective. It just didn't. My
Yes.
hope was that it would like run away or something, and it didn't do. I mean, it eventually ran away, but not until it had been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Also, obviously, we learned all that stuff about the way that the infection possibly works from the doctor.
Yeah.
I think
this-
so. We learned that it can be lured either by sight or sound. We didn't really 100% confirm which,
Uh-huh.
but either sight or sound, it can be lured by. I think that it's an ambush predator, right? Like it didn't want to fight us in the open. It wanted to get somewhere where it could ambush us. So if we can get in the open and like stay away from, hidey holes, that's probably to our advantage.
And I would say, Fred, you firsthand, having it wrapped around your head, could probably ascertain that yes, when you shot, the thing that sprung it into action was lunging towards the sound that the gun made when you shot it. So
Yeah,
they
that makes
definitely have
sense because the gun.
yeah they definitely have some sense of like attraction to loud noises and stuff like that. So they definitely respond to sound as a stimulus on some level.
No, the gun makes light too.
Yeah, it was blind. Wait. But yes. Yeah.
Also learned that the mutation is pretty fast and pretty aggressive because of the way that my head specimen behaved.
Yeah.
Confirmed our suspicion that any like body parts or anything that are left behind are going to become an active threat very quickly.
Yeah.
Like
Whether
not
it's a
on the
hand.
order of minutes, but on the order of hours, they're going to become active threats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So disposing of those somehow is definitely the right move.
And I feel
Yeah.
just personally proud of kind of the way that I've set up the timetable. Is I want time to be factored as long enough that you can feel it, but short enough that you have to do something about it. Right? Like long enough that it's not just going to be
Yeah.
immediately your problem, but short enough that you're like, it will be my problem though if I do nothing. um, so that's something I really wanted to make kind of the general tension of like how time I want to handle time in this game is that like nothing happens actually all that there are plenty of things that are threats that don't happen fast but also aren't are still a threat the entire time. You know, like
Mhm.
I don't want it to just be snap and snap and snap. I definitely want a little bit of periods of tension where the tension is like you're having to spend time doing something no matter what. Nothing is ever done fast enough, and everything is a little faster than you want it to be. So, but yeah, that was good. Goals. I mean, somebody got injured. Polya, you didn't have to do
Uh,
surgery.
I didn't. I did pass that off to somebody else.
So,
Good.
I would say you could recover stress from that, Sean.
Yeah.
And I would say like between like the last session and this session, yeah, you aren't like doing nothing. You are investigating what's going on with the shuttle, and you got a lot of information today. So I would say like you guys at least are like can shave off some stress from that as well. It's just because also this was a high stress session as well. Um,
I
uh,
will choose to not reduce my stress number because I'm pretty sure I forgot to increase my stress number on some of my missions.
well,
So
fair.
I wouldn't be surprised if my stress was actually supposed to also be like 12. Like when Shad said my stress is 12 and I was looking back and I was like, my stress is like 9 or 8 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like it was not yeah, I have 8 written down and I was like, that's probably supposed to be higher than 8.
Uh huh.
So I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's gonna be definitely no lower than 8, so
Works out.
yeah.
Well, good game, everyone. That was a good time. I did have a really good time. I'm excited then because, ironically, this session was a filler episode, and that gives me more time to fill out stuff. So yeah.
It's
Do
um,
have a question to you about two things related to health.
yeah.
Firstly, armor points 2. How would that have affected the hit?
Oh, that's fair. So armor points 2 means that constrict that attack. It actually so actually only took
Mhm.
3 damage. But and
I
I want to
took
hold.
wait,
Oh,
what?
so the way that armor
I
work.
only
Hmm?
oh, go for it. Sorry.
Wait, how much damage did you take? I thought you took 5.
No, I believe you said only 2.
Fuck,
I
did I
wrote
say 2?
down I believe so.
Roll back the tape. We'll have
Fuck.
to address that question after stream when we can
Yeah,
review
we
the
can find out.
footage.
Okay, here. If it was 2, then the good news is your armor is
I
fine. Um, essentially, the way that armor works is damage under the armor threshold or value does not go through, and it completely deflects. As soon as you hit an armor value over that, however, it cuts the damage, but then the armor is broken. And then I'm
the
gonna
armor
rule
is
it
broken.
I'm gonna rule
Really?
it moving forward that it still cuts, but it can no longer. It's broken. That's gonna get too complicated because otherwise it's Traveler rules. No, yes, armor only
Really?
works until it can't deflect a hit.
Really? Is that Mothership or is that Isaac?
That is
That's
Mothership.
Mothership.
That is
Oh
Mothership.
dang. Gotcha.
Yep, armor.
If your
Fair-
armor gets overwhelmed, then it does break.
Yes, and I will
Dang.
say the Isaac rule here is armor stays broken until you can fix it. That's it, and you can find like salvage
fair. I
or
guess
whatever
you
you
could-
want, and it will take time to
Yeah,
fix.
could theoretically fix the armor, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. And I
Nice.
kind of like that. It works more like a shield rather than the Traveler rules, because I liked Traveler, and I liked being the big tanky fuck I was. It was kind of silly how many shots Gunner could take when you really think about it. He could take a lot of abuse because of his build. Just to say, I don't get hurt. I don't know what you're talking about. Or, I only took 1 damage out of the 11 damage you tried to do. Armor is very
Mhm.
strong in Traveler, though, and I think it needs to be because Traveler can be a very lethal game. if you're
Well,
not
it can be a very
careful.
lethal game, and also you have to like spec into armor. Like you don't
Yes.
just get to wear armor. It's a skill you have to invest into, so it has to be worth it.
Yes.
Yeah. World of Darkness is the same way. Either through defensive magic or if you're a vampire, the 42 discipline or something like that. Like you can basically spec into armor in that game as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite strong.
Well, I would say that's all I have planned for tonight, but that's objectively not true. We just don't have any more time. In fact, I have a lot more planned that we didn't get to any of it, but not because we won't. Just got put off. But that was great. It was a good session. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I had a great time. I think that encounter actually went really, really well. It was very exciting and intense. And this is also something that Mothership establishes just as a front, both on my end and for everyone else, is treat every encounter like a boss fight, essentially. And that your creatures, if you want to get, if you want them to like feel impactful and give them teeth, you should not try to fight them every time you can. Fighting them is extremely dangerous, and I'm glad that worked out. I was actually worried I made my guy too weak, so when I found out that actually no, he really wasn't going down easy, that's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I liked how that encounter turned out, and that it still ended with somebody getting marginally pretty injured and at least 2 people walking away from that not unscathed. Like that's good. That's good for me. That gives me a good benchmark to know what I can kind of push. So anyways, we're gonna call it here. Thank you for joining, everybody. That was great. I had a great time. We're gonna do one more thing before we go. At the end of every session, we're gonna make a prompt together. If you want to participate in chat, all you gotta do is type in chat. Whatever chat says, I'll use as a reference. And then we'll share the image before we raid out. So what should we start with?
Taking a big bite.
Taking a big bite out of Big Billy. What do you want to add to that, Jackson?
Taking a non-consensual bite.
Whoa! Taking a non-consensual bite out of Big Billy. Guys, I'm not at all surprised that Billy was going to be the first person to actually get the most fucked up. I'm glad I gassed him up in this session, because at first I was like, I hope this doesn't seem like tonal whiplash, where the session before he was like freaking out, and then this session he's like, no, I got this. Actually, no, I think that worked out. Because now he's really
I mean, it totally
up.
read as him like trying to rebound. Like it came across as an active effort on his part.
Yeah, I'm glad. Listen, as we discussed in Aliens, the thing I really like that they do with Hudson actually is even though he's a very even though he's like the panicky soldier guy, so much of that movie works. His character works is because both he and the characters he's around really work to try not to get him to freak out. So, uh, I like that and definitely want to make it clear that all the characters are actually trying their best not to lose their shit. I hope
Including me.
yeah, including you. You need to keep it to better.
Who the hell is
Someone
better?
better get out of here.
You saying they're better than me?
Uh-huh. But well, yes, that's his beautiful hair. You wouldn't let Bill you wouldn't let Bill's beautiful hair go, Sean. You wouldn't do that. He's got that weave.
That weave.
I
Oh.
like that dumb conversation that you and Bill had. That was really good. God.
Yeah.
Oh, and what did
I'm
you
still
think of?
not clear on if you know what a weave is.
I don't think Bill knows what a weave is, Sean. So listen, Bill is not a very smart man. He was given a gun. That's the best that you could say that is in his favor, is that he was given a gun.
He was given a gun.
All right. Well, I got my picture ready, so everybody stick around to the very end if you want to see that picture. We also do a bit of a closing bit. We do raid at the end of every stream, so that way the vampires in our chat can keep watching. So everybody else out there, make sure to go lock your doors and windows. It's almost lunchtime for vampires. And thank you for joining, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to go back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this, you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following or clicking any of the links. There's a link to all the socials in the Discord below. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms, as well as anything else that we're up to, and just generally come hang out with the rest of the community there. Good time on the Discord. Speaking of which, shout out to our community on there and everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience, and we appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag it and link to the chat. Just make sure to hashtag with MCCanary or link it back to the stream, so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. And if you want to see the stream grow, you gotta let people know. I appreciate that people have been talking about the stream. I encourage you guys to do it more. It does help us out. And it's just super rad that you guys have been willing to do that. I don't do any other advertising. I just post a picture on all the places. And that's it. I don't do anything else. So if you guys enjoy Mothership, go tell. If you enjoy the Mothership game, go tell people about it. And yeah, go tell your friends. I won't. And as always, a huge thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon, Ko-fi, and Twitch. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream as well as take on more projects, and the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you. We thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple of the benefits you get, you can always subscribe directly on Twitch, or check out the Patreon or Ko-fi here. It'll show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you. And thank you, Drew Mods, doing a wonderful job holding back the robot army and preventing becoming famous. Thank you, Sean and Jackson, for playing for more Momship with me. I had a great time.
Playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite with me. Dude, you just wait until one of the creatures comes out of the vents and the flood theme plays from Halo when they start Fortnite dancing at you. I can't take credit for that. That's a really dumb joke that I got, actually, because Sean, you know the theme when the flood first appear, that weird, like, haunting horde music. There was a post that I saw where somebody was playing original Halo, and they open like a door opens and one of the flood is sitting on the other side, and then that music starts, and then the flood starts doing Gangnam Style to it. It's really funny. It brings me joy.
Picturing the flood dancing at all is hard.
It's really funny. I'll see if I can find that video. It's really stupid. Well, do you guys have any housekeeping? I guess that was a no. I heard what sounded like a sneeze from someone. I don't even know who it was. So, go check everybody out in Goblin. He did it
Could have been
again.
anybody.
It could have been anybody. Go check everybody out in Goblin Entertainment. That link tree has links to everyone's channels and everything that they've done and they've been up to, and the rest of my stuff here, which has everything that I post to. So if you want to see like the VOD for this and the other Mothership sessions, as well as the audio logs that I'm making and everything else, you can find it all in there. So go check everybody out in Goblin Entertainment, and stick around. We'll go say hi to Mino. They're playing Peak. Honestly, we should probably try this game sometime. It's the more I see it, the more it looks up our alley. But we haven't seen them in a while, and they're good folk. So we'll go say hi to them. Go tell them. Go tell them that we probably shouldn't have given Billy a gun. Billy shouldn't have a gun. So stick around for that. Otherwise, have yourselves a good evening. Take it easy. Sean, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience?
Don't forget, if you're gonna get bit by a monster, just kill yourself.
Jackson, is there anything you'd like to tell the monster that wrapped around your head?
You know, it's always hard to get the perfect pillow on an airplane because like your neck's really like it gets sore and stuff like that. So
Dude,
honestly,
I hear ya.
it has there's a lot of business opportunity in this. We can work something out.
Oh, you're looking for brand dealing in this setting, dude. Trying to make a brand dealing with the literal monsters trying to seemingly do nothing but kill you at the moment is very on brand for this setting.
You know, the capitalism has taken over. Like we have not prevented capitalism from going to space.
Capitalism unfortunately made it to space. Yeah.
I mean, that's just real life.
Guys, I don't like capitalism.